Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sherlock Investigations Windows to Death. Tonight's episode was written about 2 hours ago, which is not me trying to brag. Due to some unfortunate circumstances, I pulled the previous adventure, and now we're all in this one together. So we're gonna do some things a little different tonight. There's gonna possibly be some more character info than normal. But welcome to the first side mission of Sherlock Investigations. My name is Korabi. I will be your GM tonight. And let's go ahead and introduce our players real quick. And if you just want to say your character name to start off with, starting with Nifer.
Hi, I'm NiferNif, and I'm playing Offie Cobble tonight. Do we want to do classes as well, or no?
That is up to you how much information you want to give now or save it for later.
Alright, well, as you can probably tell, I'm a creepy skull person, so I'm playing a lingering soul. Yeah, and Foxy, but you're next on the overlay.
What's up, everybody? It's Young Foxy, aka your favorite fox, aka Big Foxy. I usually do that in different order. I just realized that. But tonight I'll be playing Dray. He looks mostly human, save for slightly longer ears and the very obvious bushy tail that swings behind him at all times. And he's a fighter. And JK, you're next.
Welcome, everybody. My name's JKMadigan, whatever. I'm going to be playing Sisyphus. He is... he's something.
I'll start,
Blake,
I guess. Yeah.
He's something.
I'm Corndogg playing Blake. I was like, I don't know, playing something. I'm playing Blake. I appear elvish in nature. And I am here from the College of Whispers.
Hey guys. I'm EG Critical, and I am playing Jormlock, Tinkertopper. He is my gnome boy, Eldritch Knight fighter.
All right. Pleasantries out of the way. We see our members entering London for the first time, or maybe they're already established here. But what happened recently is each of them got an invitation, be it in the mail, maybe slipped to them in an alley, bunch of different ways things can happen in London. Inviting them to a seminar of a new forensic device that's being put on display. Each person here being interested in investigation or just being of curious mind has decided to show up to the seminar. But before we jump to that part, let's go background in overlay order. And if you want to give any other details about your character, as well as let everyone know the reason they came to London and possibly what they were doing before they received this invitation. Starting once again with Nifer.
So, Offie was being a perfectly well-behaved ghost at the Sherlock's mansion and was, what was the phrase? Politely demanded to go be a representative at this meeting. So, Offie has trooped off herself. This is her first mission with Victorian Paranormal Society, though, so...
Great. Yeah, if you're just tuning in for the first episode here of Sherlock Investigations, those who are invited to the Victorian Paranormal Society live in a mansion together with a warforged butler named Marcus. One day, maybe more so than just one day, Nifer was following Marcus around a lot and pestering him, possibly. And he turned to her and said, "You know what? I have just the thing for you. And handed her the invitation. And
No, I don't want to go. Please.
this is of grave importance.
Marcus. Fine.
You might get to see something cool.
I turn around and I go grab my things.
Next up in our overlay is Foxy.
That's me. So Kai grew up in London, to the best of his ability, at least. Not so much with parents or anything in that instance, mostly because so the first memories Kai has are kind of just like this endless kind of floating space and then occasional moments of agony. All of that changed when the containment tube holding him was broken and he managed to escape during a raid on the facility because Kai was an orphan captured on the streets of London and experimented on in some very, very strange ways. From there, our wolf-tailed friend went around kind of just getting around where he could, occasionally maybe stealing or doing some naughty stuff, got in with some gangs here or there to make some money here or there, and eventually fell in with this cute little blue and red fox that could sort of, I guess, understand him to a degree. He named her Sasha, and they became just kind of bonded buddies. And one day, while they were kind of just running around an alley one day, Sasha took a left and just like picked up this random note and like ran it off to him and like forced him to like kind of look at it and read it. And when he was kind of like, I don't really care about this, it's not super important, want to chuck it away, she kind of like nudged him like, no, we should probably go, it's important. So he went to this place effectively assuming that if nothing for nothing, the people here look like they have a lot of money on them, so there's probably some cash involved in this. So he's here with his fox to make a bit of money and maybe, see something cool while he's at it.
All right, great. I believe that's JK next.
Perfect. So, Sisyphus has been around in London as long as he can personally remember. He woke up in London a couple of years ago and trying to rebuild a life that he couldn't quite remember, found himself in the private investigating business. In the process, he is a relatively frightening figure, stands about 6'4", 220 pounds. So he keeps pretty much to himself, lives in the basement of an old man's antique shop in the down the streets of London. Spends most of his time there reading poetry or Greek works, while he's not out trying to make coin for himself and fetch groceries.
All right, great. That's Blake.
Blake has been here in London for a matter of days. She is not from around these parts. She's, just a traveler. She likes to go to different places, meet different people, see different things, be told different stories, and then perhaps use those stories to acquire funds to continue her traveling adventures. Personable enough, Blake, she comes off as a people person until she's not. And then sometimes those people don't exist afterwards. It's fine.
All right, Jormlock.
Hello, everybody. This is a story of a long little gnome with the name of Jormlock. He comes from a long away shattered land from the family of Tinkertoppers. You may recognize our family, Scrantle, Chad, and Yorick, come from a long line. And as Jormlock sets out on his duty, he goes to look for power to match his cousin, Yorick, in strength and honor, as he found himself making his way to a strange, unknown place called London. And in this place, all matters of spook and scares arose as he finds himself to the mansion.
All right, great. So as I mentioned before, while you're out and about traveling in London, you receive an invitation to a seminar. And for one reason or another, you all decide to show up. The interesting thing about this seminar is it's not on the top side of London. So on the back side of the letter, after you read it fully and flip it over, lettering starts to scroll across that gives you directions. The directions state that you must take a magical item to the location, move to the sewer, and tap the magical item on the sewer while saying the words that I forgot that are pinned in here. And as you say these words, you should gain access to be able to find the seminar. If you do not have a magic item on your person, it also gives you details, knowing that, of where to find one easily located in a like cobblestone little like half wall. They tell you to knock on the third brick 3 times and out will pop a little wand for you to tap on it. The phrase is Omni Ignotum Pro Magnifico, and if you state that, you will gain access. So as you all arrive to the manhole cover at differing times, you do what the instructions say. The manhole slides away, and it looks like a ladder. As you start to climb down the ladder, the rungs fall into the side, and now you're sliding down a slide. As you slide down the slide, you see darkness, and you're just going like you would a water slide. If those existed in Victorian times, I probably don't think so, but you never know. I've been surprised many times. As the darkness makes way to light, you actually see that you're in a clear tube traveling across a great underground city. And that city looks like this. Everyone should be on this now. Yes, I used an image as a background like a map. You're welcome for that. As you plop out into the underground city, before you are these 2 giant statues symbolizing that the magical underground of London hold the city in place. You have instructions of where to go to the seminar, but before then, is anyone getting distracted by anything?
The giant statues, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like super obvious, just like whistle, just look at those things. I can't imagine I fit in a place like this.
My boy, this is the first time you've walked the halls of a magical land.
A random voice from your right side shouts out as you land.
And what's to tell you if it is?
Well, quite a surprise for a Londoner.
I'll step up as well and gonna look up at, or look down, I guess, at Jormlock and go, am I right to assume then that you are no stranger to locations such as this?
You're wrong. I am a stranger to this location.
Then you have no room to speak, for those statues are indeed exquisite.
What the weirdo said.
Thank you.
I see. I do see the logic in your statements. I rescind my previous comments. Sir Wolf.
Kai.
Wait, you have your tail, right?
I have the tail is there.
Sir Wolf.
Like the tail will kind of like fold like a bit towards his leg and just says, Kai, just Kai, please.
Just Kai, of course. Forgot to mention too, Jormlock perpetually walks just with his arms folded, and he never unfolds them. He just
Fair enough.
stays.
So I would have offered you the hand, but I guess like eventually just be like, okay.
No.
So go. Well, yeah, I'm not really from around anywhere like here. I tend to stay where I'm wanted, I guess.
I'm wanted nowhere.
As for your guys' comments, if anyone hears you disparaging yourself like that, they'll walk by. Now listen here, laddie, everyone's welcome here. Can't you see? Take a look around. And as you take a look around, you see all manners of everything. All races, all people, all sizes, witches, wizards, goblins, possibly even walking creatures or monstrosities that other people would classify as such, but in the underground, everyone is welcome to be their true selves.
Well, I guess the tail will kind of relax a bit more. And he'll just say, well, yeah, I guess, but they said everyone's welcome in London, too, and I guess that hasn't always panned out.
What
Yes.
manner of... Apologies for cutting you off. What manner of location is this to allow such a place that would scorn myself and presumably Kai?
Well, you see, this is the magical underground. We're all welcome here. And the person just scurries off about their business. You also notice that this is a very hustling and bustling area. People are kind of just running out and about. There's things flying all over. Those tubes are traveling through the air, and you see people coming in and out of them. Is anyone else arriving at the exact same time as these three, or are you arriving separately?
I mean, I'm trying, but I'm very small, so it's probably gonna take a while. I am currently the size of maybe 1.5 to 2 feet tall, and wearing like this very huge cape that covers most of my features, and just like scuttling along, probably with purpose, to the meeting spot that I'm supposed to be in. So if anyone is interested in a ridiculously tiny form.
Well, I can't imagine Kai would immediately be, but if assuming you as a lingering spirit, I can't imagine
I'm not a spirit right now.
Oh, right,
I'm a doll.
That's okay,
No.
fair enough. I guess I don't think Kai would notice. I don't know whether or not Sasha might be suddenly aware of like something like that, but if she perked up, I might be like what's the hustle girl?
Cool
But other than
Sasha?
that, I probably would not notice.
How cool is Sasha?
How cool is Sasha?
A Victorian doll running around really isn't that strange. Okay, I'm gonna.
How tall did you say you were?
Like 1.5, maybe 2 feet.
So I would say I'm about a foot taller than you, maybe.
Yes, good.
So we will be near the same level.
Yes, good.
I'm gonna put the underground in perspective for us 90 kids, and basically say this is like Halloween Town.
Hell yes.
Spectacular.
Wonderful.
For Blake,
I don't know what that means.
are you arriving alone, separately, the same time as these folks? What are you doing?
I think Blake would have just gone like straight to the location and then like taken things in. They are very precise in being on time. They would rather be early than late. So take things in like once they are standing in front of the door, essentially to the presentation, to the meeting and stuff like that. So
Okay,
they are
great.
like literally waiting right outside the door until it begins.
All right, great. So there is a lot to be distracted by while you guys arrive here, but you all kind of look down at the note and see that the presentation is going to start soon. Does anyone purposely show up late?
No. I'm show up precisely on time.
All right. Are you perhaps a wizard?
No.
All right, great. So, as stated earlier, a lot of this was thrown together in the middle of the day while working. So we're going to stay on this scene for the meeting.
Because you're cool.
But basically, you find where the location is. Let me turn this down a little. and you all take a seat. There's a bunch of chairs and things lined up, and there's a guy at the front. He's got a nice twirly white mustache, you know, very, very proper Victorian clothes, probably a monocle. And he's checking a timepiece every so often, and then right as the time arrives, he says, "Well, yes, very good, very good. Let us get on with business." And he points a finger at a device, and it starts like a magical projector to start playing images on the wall. He says, "Well, yes, we have found a way to do something rather interesting. You see, many say that the eyes are the windows to the soul. But it turns out that someone has found out that the eyes, they are the windows to death as well." And he pauses a little bit, and he pops up an image for everyone to see on the thing, and he starts talking. "You are all here because you have an interest in investigating. Well, a German scientist has found a way to investigate the last moments of someone's death. What they last saw before they expired or were murdered. Should I tell you all how this scientist found this out?"
Yeah, so this is what we came here for.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Ah.
Please
From the
proceed.
doll.
Well, you see, it's a very interesting story. A scientist believed that the image of one's death is burned into the retina at the last moments. So, he made a rabbit look at a window, and he decapitated it. Then he took this device and saw that indeed a window was imprinted on the retina. He now knew how the rabbit died. Well, of course, he already knew how the rabbit died because he is the one who decapitated him himself. But I digress. He discovered that this is mostly true. And we, I believe, have discovered a way to get this image and possibly find images of murderers from their victims' eyes. It's just as simple as removing the eye. Oh.
How far gone does the eye need to be?
Everyone should see that now, right?
Oh.
I realized I'm doing something really wrong, and I did this last time. So give me 1 second. Forgot to set up a player view. Let's see here. So he shows you this device, and can everyone roll me a perception check real quick?
Yes.
Oh, are we doing that in roll 20?
Oops.
You can
wrong
do it
button.
wherever you need to.
I got an 11.
Perfect. That's a 17.
Oh, that's a 9.
All right. Who all got above a 15?
I got 25.
Hey.
Jesus.
So
These doll eyes see everything.
So Nifer and JK both got above 15, correct?
Yes.
At this point, the doll has like waddled to the front seat and just like climbed really awkwardly on the very first chair.
Oh, you're sitting by me now.
Oh, hooray! Yeah, this just Baby Yoda-esque figure has
yeah,
tried
I'm
to
just-
climb on top of a chair.
I'm just like kind of in the back, like sort of leaned against the wall, feigning interest, I guess.
I feel like I would have been standing in the back, but as soon as he started talking about this, I would have been very adamant to skirt around the edge of the place so that I'm standing right up front.
Yeah, I listen.
Currently
Blake will
standing
help.
on a chair.
Blake will help the doll into the chair that was open next to them because they were sitting in the very front of class with their notebook in hand.
Yeah,
Ready
he lost me
to,
at eyes, to be honest.
Thank you.
What
And
did
the
we-
doll's mouth does not move.
Perfect.
Not phased.
Yes, good.
I will say
So-
though, Sasha is up at the front, like sitting very intently.
I want to ride the pet.
Oh, come on. Sorry.
I'm a tiny creature right now. I want to ride the pet.
Roll.
I mean, I
roll
imagine she'd at least be aware there's something in the doll.
I'm gonna. If there is a lull while we're waiting for Cole.
Oh, I was waiting for you guys.
Okay.
I'm also doing stuff, but you guys were also talking, so I didn't.
I will
wanna interrupt.
reconnect narratively then. What did we see?
Yes. So those that rolled above a 15 immediately know the purpose of this device is to just very obviously, like, take the eye and stab it in and pull the lever and yank the eye out intact.
This is like one of those claw grabby hand things, like the extendo claws. That's what this reminds me of. You reach in, you grab the eye.
But for
Like the arcade game?
eyeballs.
Like,
Yeah.
or like,
Except,
no, the
you know,
supermarket game.
Yeah,
except
sure.
worse.
We're so good at this. This is great.
Off to a great start, folks.
Do we know the announcer's name?
Yes. His name is Wolfgang von Schmitz.
Yeah, that's
Wolf.
Wow, that's German. That is German.
Yes.
White, I can taste the spice from here.
That is a
have a-
heavily German name.
He is related to the original scientist that made this discovery, but he was not born in Germany, therefore does not have a German accent.
I have a question.
Is that the only reason why?
Yes, what is your question?
Does it destroy the eye in the process?
Well, of course not. That would defeat the purpose of getting the image off the retina, would it not?
Meaning once the image is extracted, I could have it back.
What are you going to do with the eye?
What aren't you gonna do with the eye?
If I said it was my eye.
What? You want to do it on your own eye?
Doesn't it work on people who are like dead? Kai
And
says
he's
from, like,
gonna-
the back.
So he's gonna step up.
Is it just us five, or are there other people in this too?
There's a couple other people sitting around, yes.
All
So
right.
he's going to step up and take his scarf and his hat and the mask that he wears off to reveal a man of many parts. Most of his face and skull looks to be that of a pale, sallow ashen tiefling, but his jaw was stitched on from what looks to have been an orc. And then the other portion of his face also stapled across, having been probably human. He is a grotesque collection of various pieces. And he looks at the man one more time and he says, "If I offered my eye, could you find out whose it was, or at least give me a lead?"
Oh, this is a very interesting question. I mean, that is the purpose. But then you would lose the eye.
Then you didn't answer my question. I wanted it back.
That is not possible. I thought you were going to use it for something else, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think you can put eyes back in, big fella.
He's gonna kind of back up away from the stage a little bit and just stand perfectly still.
Damn
I
shame.
believe if
I came
you-
for a show.
If you try hard enough, you can put anything back into anywhere.
You know, I
Including
knew
an
a guy
eye.
who thought that once. We don't talk much anymore.
I see. Falling out of touch. I feel your pain.
All right. And out of game, the music is being really annoying to me right now. So give me a second.
Roll 20's player is the absolute worst.
Well, so sometimes you can get it to where it'll let you mute your incognito instance. Oh, finally it did it. Oh my god. But sometimes it does it in both, even though you have one incognito and one not. So it was doing that thing where it wanted to be connected, so I had to disconnect them so you weren't hearing the music twice. All right.
I've had that issue. Yeah.
Yeah, apologies for
Tisk,
being
tisk.
semi-distracted.
It'd be like that. Don't worry about it. We were just talking trash.
All right. So after that, he kind of stops for a second. Not really weirded out or anything by what he's seen, but definitely taking an interest in you as a person, Sisyphus. But gets back to it, and anyways, all of you have been invited here because you possess a skill or intrigue or some type of oomph inside you, and we need people to test this device out in the open. And I have been told of a missing person and their last whereabouts, but nobody has been able to find the body. We need you to find the body, take this device, and see if their murderer is imprinted on their retina.
Hey, slow down, big guy. Before you get into all the details on this, one big question. We getting paid for this?
Of course not. But I've been told that the ever-illustrious invite to the Victorian Paranormal Society shall be the reward.
Do they pay?
They pay with room and board, food, and you keep all the treasures from your missions.
Now we're talking. Let's get into it.
And at this
A
point,
very prestigious offer.
Yeah, now I'm gonna come up, grab a chair, sit down, all right, now I'm interested. What's going on?
well, first off, you have to be chosen. You are not the only ones here in this crowd. I need everyone to roll me a d20, no modifiers or anything real quick.
Hiya.
That's an 8.
Wow.
I also got an 8.
Can you type it
I
into
rolled a 7.
Yes.
Type it into the Roll20 chat real quick.
Of course I can.
So he
Oh, knows.
he brings out a little
Oh no. All
little
of us are terrible.
a little spinning basket. Can I have either Sisyphus or Kai re-roll, whoever just wants to?
I'll do it. I have faith in this one. Because I got a worse roll, which is a 6.
All right, re-roll again.
I'll do one more time for the money. Third time's the charm, right? That's a 16.
All right, there we go.
I did it, guys. I did it.
So he brings
All on my own.
brings out a little
First try.
thing,
They'll fail.
and he
Let's go.
says, "Everyone, please check the numbers under your seat." And you'll look under your seat, and you'll find that the number under your seat is the number that you rolled. And it's a little like one of those little bingo contraptions with some metal balls in it with numbers painted on it.
Oh, great.
So
This is what
he
we're
spins it around and he pulls out a ball. Yes. Seat number 8. You are going on the mission. And then he continues. Seat number 16. Continues. Number 6. Number 7. Number 12. You have all been selected for a chance.
Indeed. The only right choices in the groups.
Hey man, chance to get room and board and food for the rest of my life. Doesn't sound too bad.
Yes, of course. The body is probably getting old. I need you all to convene together over there and get to it. And he'll write down some details of where the body was last seen and everything on a piece of paper, and he'll hand it over to you guys, and he'll kind of clear off to the side, and there's a little pocket in the room for you guys to meet together all of you together for the first time, and make a plan.
So how we do this? Introductions first?
Who carries the device?
Oh, you each get your own.
Oh,
Oh, I guess I'm just kind of like...
Good.
can I not, please? And I just hold up the little doll arms that can't move at all. I'm just I can't do it.
As Wolfgang? Is that his name?
Yes.
As he goes to pass them out, I'll just like gently reach over and I'll be like, I'll carry yours, don't worry.
Thank you. Do you think maybe you could... This is small, so I don't think I could keep up with you, because you're all big. So do you think maybe, I know, can you carry me?
Kai will like slam a hand on the table. Better plan!
Huh.
Come here, girl! And Sasha will just kind of like hop up on the table and then Kai's head. And then go. Right, we skipped the directions. Kai, Sasha, rest of you?
Sisyphus.
I'm Offie, and I'm actually from the Victorian Paranormal Society already, so I guess, I get to tell you how things are going.
Fantastic.
Wolfgang will kind of interrupt. Oh, Offie, is that you?
Hi.
What are you doing in that doll?
Marcus made me come along.
Ah, that's Marcus. I've heard a lot about you. It's nice to finally meet, doll face to my actual face.
Why is he talking about me?
Well, of course, I needed to know about the Victorian Paranormal Society to help out now, didn't I?
Oh, okay. That makes sense, I suppose.
If you're from the Victorian Paranormal Society, what place do you have in this expedition? You already have an invitation.
I'm from like the place, the house. I live in the house, but I don't really. Marcus said I had to come. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take anybody's spot, but I was annoying to him or something. I asked too many questions, so I had to come here.
She's here to keep an eye on you guys, make sure that you're worthy.
Cause I knows what to look for and
Yeah,
stuff.
what's it matter? They got picked. We're all getting this. Let's focus.
What do we know?
Let's focus indeed.
Well, we know they said that there was going to be a last known location, right?
Yep. So on the little paper that he wrote for you guys, it has a location that is actually at like the very end of the underground. For those of you who have been here before, it's just past the like big biodome that no one's really checked out yet. And it kind of has some details about the location. Talks about how the person was last seen in this location. They found even a little bit of a trail of blood, but it stops at a statue, and they haven't been able to find the body since.
So we should go to the place that they said they saw him last, and then we should check out that.
Step 1, find body. Step 2, pull eye. Step 3, profit. Easy.
Sounds like a glorious timeline of events. Does anyone disagree with these actions that we are about to take place in?
No, it's pretty much how things go here.
Great!
More and more, short stock.
2 questions.
Yeah,
Who are you and you? I don't think she got. Did Sisyphus say his name? To this group?
I think you mentioned it.
Okay.
Briefly.
I don't.
Very grumbly.
Very grumbly.
well, with you,
I did
fine,
Jormlock because I don't know. I can't remember if I actually heard these names as Blake. Because I know I heard them as Courtney, but not as
Not yet.
Blake.
This is so Blake asking who's who are
Yes.
these people?
Yeah.
You haven't heard of me, have you? I am Jormlock, the Tinker Topper. You might have heard of the long line of Tinker Toppers I descend from. Whatever the word is that should be in that place correctly. I do not know of.
I don't know either.
Tinker, what's it now?
Yeah, I don't think... I've definitely heard of you. Yep.
Yes, you have indeed. There is one that has. Yes, indeed. The doll-like structural creature here.
1 out of 4 is hardly a statistic.
Also, I think the doll's lying.
I do not believe your perception of lying, and a statistic is still a statistic. Yes.
It's one of those things.
25% really isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things.
Especially because London is so big. So,
Yeah,
you know.
Right. So body.
Yes, body, indeed. Let's get that. Let's find that body yaddy.
Oh
Indeed.
no.
As
It's happening already.
as you guys start to kind of meet each other and wrap up, Wolfgang will kind of pipe up again. You know, you should never investigate on an empty stomach. I've heard there's a wonderful smoothie place with just magically delicious smoothies if you'd like to stop by before. It's just
You
2
paying?
doors down on the left.
Kai will like kind of pat his pockets and just say, "You paying?"
You know, since you asked so nicely, of course. And he'll flip you 2 gold coins.
Look at that, a gentleman. And just kind of like begins like strut. He'll even kind of like, assuming Wolfgang has some kind of like poised walk, Kai will even start kind of like mirroring that behind him, almost like jokingly.
All right, are you guys going to get smoothies first?
Oh, Offie
I-
toddles along.
I'll
But
follow
falls
only knowing that
behind.
there's a group, yeah.
Blake.
Yes.
I'm picking up the doll, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Is the doll riding the fox, or
The movement
is...
speed of the doll is 10 feet.
Oh, for now,
so...
I'm just carrying the doll. but-
Sweet.
Okay.
We'll see.
The
And-
hood of the doll falls back, and you notice that the doll is wearing like a regular human-sized golden locket. By the way.
Huh?
No,
Bubblegum.
don't touch that. Don't.
Oh, my mistake.
Thank you.
So, you stuck in here, or
Sort of. It's kind of a choice. Kind of. I'm pretty tired. It takes a lot of practice. So this is good practice, says Marcus. So, yeah.
yeah?
So you're
Who is
being
Marcus?
punished.
Sometimes choices aren't choices. I get
Marcus
that.
lives at Sherlock's house. He's our butler and, everything. He does a lot. He's really wonderful.
You say
I promise.
Sherlock, as in Sherlock Holmes.
Isn't that Sherlock? He's not
Hey,
real.
Sherlock.
Interesting.
Well, I don't actually know if he's real because I still haven't seen him and I've been there for like a month. But still, he's supposed to be real.
Mhm.
Oh wait, maybe I did see him that one time. I don't know. Yes.
Answers them. All the more reason to make my way to his manor.
Yeah, I've heard the stories too. Just meant to scare gangers anyway. Sherlock's not real, but whatever.
I mean, at least there's somebody that's organizing all of us together and stuff. So
I guess we're gonna find out who once we figure out this body thing. So, he'll kind of like point towards the smoothies place, I guess.
All
We were
right.
walking and talking, right?
yeah.
Of course. So,
Fair enough.
Tiptoeing away.
as you push the door open to the smoothie shop, the bell kind of ding ding as you walk in, and you're hit in the face with just fresh fruit and grand smoothie smell. And a young troll from behind the counter says, "Hey, what's up, my guys? How's it going? What can I get you?"
I think Kai's probably just like at whatever, like the bar, and just like sniffing fully, just fresh fruit's not a smell he gets a whole lot. So it's just like, oh my god, these are heavenly. Oh,
What do they smell like, Kai?
Fruits.
I would hope so.
Listen, man, this is not an experience I get frequently. Just let me savor.
I see. Yes.
Oh.
What is up, my duder smoothie man?
Hey.
I would like to procure myself a smoothie for me and my companions.
Of course, my man. What can I get you guys?
Big man's paying, so put everything you got in here in the biggest smoothie you can.
Did you just gesture at me?
Oh, no, at Wolfgang, who offered to pay.
Okay.
No,
The
he's
other
big
big
man, you're
man.
weirdo.
Everyone gets a nickname.
Right.
Can't
I
just
don't-
learn our names and stuff?
Uh,
'Cause that's
Eventually.
Kai just said, looking at
I
That
don't.
was indeed very funny. Yes.
I don't know about all that, my guy. But what flavors do you guys like?
I'm actually okay. You can have mine if you're
Yeah, I can't actually
asking.
eat
I
I've
don't.
this
Neither
way.
can
never
I.
had a smoothie.
Don't drink or breathe.
Oh,
or
man.
eat.
Oh,
You can't eat a smoothie? Heck, that would suck.
I believe we should drop our current mission and we should solve the mystery of why this man cannot drink his smoothie instead.
I mean, I've just never had one.
Well, you got a weird doll with you that doesn't want to eat, and
I'm assuming the doll just can't eat because doll.
Yeah.
Kai says, like, holding the doll, just like...
It
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold up. How often can you come out of there?
Pretty often.
Could you come out right now, possess, I don't know, like someone else, and then they have a smoothie, so you get to have it too?
No, it doesn't work on people.
What? That's the thing that sucks.
I can't. No.
Please stop shaking the door.
Sorry, I get excited easily.
So
Interesting.
Anyways, what flavors are you guys feeling?
Which one's the best?
Oh man, the triple berry surprise for sure.
That then.
All right. The
What-
rest of
What
you.
constitutes it as a surprise?
If he tells you, that ruins the surprise.
Yeah, what he said.
Come on, man. Even I can figure that one out.
Leon likes the mango ones here. He said. So, yeah, no, you could try that.
So we got one triple berry surprise. What else?
Could I get a peanut butter and banana smoothie if you have it?
Oh, of course, of course.
Peanut butter in London in this world? That's amazing.
I would also like to procure myself a triple berry surprise, but please add the additional power-producing powder that would increase the energy regeneration.
Protein powder?
And yes.
Okay,
protein
that.
powder.
All
First
right.
off, wants protein powder.
Cool. Coming right up, and he'll kind of like whip his hair and then go back to a row of Victorian style blenders and start mixing away.
What constitutes a Victorian style blender?
It looks like
My
a,
dude.
it looks kind of like a lamp post, almost like one of the Victorian style lamp posts.
Yeah.
But it's like
Wrought
a bunch of
iron and
blades in it.
brass.
It's
Yep.
so it's just like it's almost like a wind up almost. You gotta like wind it up and then you let it go, it just like spins.
Yeah, what you'll actually notice is it's like the pitcher part of a blender, but when they throw all the fruits and stuff in, he just taps it on the counter 2 times and all the fruit and stuff blend themselves up in the blender.
Magic.
And he'll pour it out. And based on Kai's earlier request, he takes a goblet, like you hold it like this. It's like a cauldron, and he slams it down on the counter. Triple berry surprise in the biggest size we got, my dude.
Hell yes! They just like face into it.
And he
Put me down. I don't want to get on that.
I'm assuming I've let you on like the nearest table
Thank you.
because I have to like double arm this goblet.
he hands everyone else a more normal sized drink of their request, unless they request to upgrade to the biggest size available, which is also a cauldron.
Listen, you gotta go hard or go home, folks.
This whole
Thank you.
time, there's just no response from Sisyphus. He is just perfectly still. Just
I'm now
standing.
like face fully submerged in the cauldron at this point. Like it's just over my head.
Hey,
Kai put Offie down, and Offie just like did the creepy like doll head turn to look at Sisyphus.
my dude with the scarf, like, what's your deal?
I'm going to need you to be more specific.
Oh, got a good point, weirdo. You're kind of weird.
You're
Kai says from like inside the cauldron.
yeah. I mean, no, it's not really nice to be like that, but I mean, it looks like someone really harshed your mellow.
I don't know if somebody so much as harshed my mellow, but they did
You killed your vibe.
Put my vibe back together.
You know what? Someone great once said, "Bitch, don't kill my vibe."
No. God damn it.
I did hear of the ancient proverb of the bitches that killed the vibes.
I really don't appreciate the underground colloquialisms. It's very peculiar.
Listen, man, you're in one of the happiest places in like the world.
Yeah, man, loosen up, Kai says, and like now has like one cauldron hand and like one arm around Sisyphus and just still mid cauldron.
Yeah, just like slow turn towards Kai, like mid cauldron. He goes, if you woke up just over one winter ago, with no recollection of your past, no knowledge of anything beyond your creator, and had to forge a life for yourself in the middle of Victorian London where they don't like magic and the sorts, imagine what they think of me.
Fam,
The
that's
happiest
literally
place
my
on Earth
life.
sounds still pretty middling
My
till
dude,
I find answers.
you're in the underground. You're welcome here. Let loose a little.
Kai just says, also, fam, in case you hadn't noticed, and then just kind of like wags the tail so it hits you a little bit. I get it, my dude. It happens to us.
If smoothies ain't your thing, like, I have some cool silvergrass shots.
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. Alright, cool. Well,
Alright, sure.
hope you enjoy the smoothies. I'm probably keeping you from some super important business, so thanks for your service, or your patronage. I mean, you're welcome for the service.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for the service, my duder. It was a very pleasant experience.
Have a grand day.
Supreme.
And you guys can, if you are not finished with your smoothie, they will put it in a to-go cup on your request. If you need.
Is it a biodegradable to-go cup?
Of course, it's insta-degradable. Actually, the second you're done, it just vanishes.
You got me there, brother.
There it is. It's even better.
Is there a green straw sticking out the top of it?
Of course.
It's not.
bendy straw.
It's not a green straw because it's not a paper straw because paper straws suck. But it's like the best, most awesomest, like insta-degradable straw. It's like one of those really nice bamboo ones that doesn't suck like paper, you know?
Is it degradable? Because when we get to the bottom, once we finish sucking the smoothie, we just start sucking the cup into the straw, and then the straw sucks. Once we're done with the cup, the straw sucks itself.
Yeah, it
into
just folds
itself,
in
and then
on
we
itself.
and then we just eat it.
I mean, I'm down with it. It's can't.
So
it's
basically,
down
it's,
now.
we just
exactly that.
it just implodes and we eat it. Basically,
Yep, there you go.
awesome. I'm
The
down.
black
You all
hole
do notice
cup.
though that despite me only Kai having the cauldron-sized smoothie, we all seem to finish it around the same time. He just dumps. It's just like, whoo!
I has become shaggy.
Brain freeze. Can we sit still for a second?
Nope,
No,
gotta
we
go.
Zoinks.
We have to
Zoinks,
go.
Kai.
It is
We have to
time
make
to
our way
leave.
going. We have things to do.
All right. As you guys make your way towards the location, I'm going to get your tokens set up here real quick, and then we're gonna go on break. So let me throw these out here real quick, and we'll see if they work. I hate how tokens work in Roll20.
Yeah, how they pop in full size.
Well, there's like a very, very specific way that you have to do it that is also not like the intuitive way, so sometimes it messes up. But can everyone move their token?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I will make you
Yes, sir.
a little bit. Hey, no, get back here. I can't move
Come
you.
back. Stop
I
running.
can't make you
Everyone
smaller.
run. Go, go.
Scatter!
It's GM tag.
Can't catch us all.
Team one.
Wait,
Oh,
protect,
no, I'm the last
protect,
one.
protect.
Got it.
Oh no, they got me.
We couldn't rally together.
We tried. I tried. I'm sorry.
All right, so you on your way, not wanting to get any more distracted, kind of wanting to get to the point of this investigation. You come to an area where there's a huge biodome, and you're very, very tempted to look inside. But once again, you pass on and no one looks inside the biodome yet. And you go around to the other side, and there's one. Oh, Dev, you bad boy. What did you do? I can't see it right here.
Dev
Oh,
is not a sub at this point and did not.
You put Mr. Bean. You didn't put a space.
Boy.
Oh no!
All right, sorry. You come to a single door, and it opens, and you're in like this vast inside area. If you've ever been to like a really, really nice mall, and for some reason, like in the middle of nowhere, they have this area where you come in and it has really nice tile floors and everything, and it's like empty for some reason and you don't know why. Anyways, it looks like that at this moment. You realize that the door you were led to is one of two doors, and you come to this meeting point right here and see this grand room in front of you. And at the very end of it is a statue. And on that, we're going to take a quick 5 or so minute break. Stand up, stretch real quick, get some water, and we will be right back. So stick with welcome back.
No, okay. We're leaving the tokens. Okay,
I had to show the stream
Nope,
what happened during the
This
break.
is what he puts up with.
Welcome back to Sherlock Investigations, Windows to Death.
Those to gnomes.
Our side mission.
Gnome beans.
Investigation. I realized at the start of this episode I forgot to give you the trigger warnings. I usually do at the start and after break. And I forgot because, as I stated earlier, this episode was thrown together starting about 5 hours ago. Not because I really, really wanted to, but because it was necessary. So, the trigger warnings...
We support you and you're the best.
Exactly.
The trigger warnings for this episode are gore, blood, ghosts, eyeballs, and dolls. The players kind of know that if they need to, they can step away or we can go to a break if necessary. The viewer, you don't have that easy of a job, so if you need to step away or take off your headset, I understand. But really, the goal is to just make you feel a little uneasy and not make you fully, terrible feelings in your stomach areas.
That's what real life's for.
Let me delete these Mr. Beans real quick and set up the scene.
Sad.
All
Very
right.
sad.
Is there
They're
also
gone.
like a trigger warning for piles of beans like that?
Too many beans?
Too many
Look,
beans.
if Dev has
Allergic
anything
to
to say about
beans.
it, there's gonna be a pile of beans back at the mansion when we get there.
Yeah,
He got a bag of beans and is determined to use it.
Yeah, he already
Love
used
bags of beans.
Yeah, he used one just before this episode, so you guys might be heading to the mansion. If you
I'm
succeed,
so ready.
if you
Cousin
succeed,
Yorick.
and
If we
seeing
don't
something
succeed, does
happen.
Offie get kicked out?
Yes.
That is if we
Them's the rules.
don't die from not succeeding.
Joke's on
Alright.
you, I'm already dead.
So I will just grab you guys and yeet. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I was gonna say I'll grab you and yeet you to the top here where the
Nobody's
statue
getting
is.
eaten anywhere. You lied.
So you enter the grand hallway that seemingly serves no purpose. Why does someone have just a hallway that's basically empty but some pillars and fire and stuff like that?
Listen, you don't gotta explain pimping, all right?
But anyways, at the end of this hallway is a statue. The statue that was described to you in your note. And the blood has been cleaned up, but there is a description of where the blood was found, which is basically at the base of the statue. And that is what you see.
Can I? You remember how you messed up, how you deliberately tried to break my last game? You remember that?
I did not try to break your last game. I just try to break the rules always.
Just
That-
okay.
He does
all
do
right.
that a lot.
That's
At least
true.
it wasn't
Spirit.
deliberate. Sisyphus is immediately going to walk forward, take out a magnifying glass, and begin kind of working the area, muttering things to himself. And he's going to, provided the time is available for it, going to cast Clue, which, when you cast this spell, all footprints and fingerprints within a 45-foot radius of a point you touch become highlighted and glow faintly for the duration. At the time of casting, choose any period of time up to the last 10 days. I'll go ahead and use all 10 days of that. Each creature whose footprints or fingerprints are detected by the spell is assigned a unique color, but otherwise not identified. I am looking for either deliberate or repeated depressions or places where fingerprints might be out of place. That would give me some direction.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to say with this, you see, it specifically stated like footprints, right?
Footprints and fingerprints, yep.
Footprints and fingerprints. All right. I'm going to also break the rules, as I've warned you guys happens in this campaign. Fair. I'm going to give you footprints and blood. You will see starting to glow, and I'm going to just mark this here. Footprints that lead kind of up and around here to this statue. Okay. And then the blood, if you look at it, kind of goes here and around the statue. Is there anyone in the party who's particularly well versed in blood patterns? Not spatter. It is called blood patterns.
I've got to look.
I don't particularly think so.
I'm an expert in nothing.
I was just gonna.
Fine.
I could always cast blood print if I have the time to, analyze.
What
the blood.
are these spells that you are saying?
So they're spells that came specifically with the class themselves, but this is designed for investigative.
For this.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
If there is not a blood pattern specialist among you who ever wants to investigate, I'll let you investigate.
I figure, I guess Kai and Sasha respectively will both kind of drop a bit low and start kind of like sniffing around, kind of seeing what they can pick up, anything that might be relevant.
All right. What is your investigation, Kai? What is your modifier for that?
0.
Are you taking the doll with you?
I mean, I'm still holding the doll, so.
Okay, cool.
Oh, as a note, I'm going to call out to everybody, because of the way this spell works, don't touch anything or overstep that you don't have to. All of you have your own individual color signatures while this is cast. You'll continue to muck things up.
All right, I'll try to be careful.
I'll continue to stand at my ready and out of the ways.
So, real quick for Kai, the things we've talked about for your character and your special skills do not relate to the question I'm asking. Mm-hmm. So, the fox can roll an investigation. Just roll your normal investigation, and then I'll let you know. And then I think Blake had a question.
Blake is the opposite of blood. Well, not really the opposite, but a different component. She knows how to work with bones. She is a forensic anthropologist, not a forensic pathologist. So I guess since this is kind of out of her depth,
I'm not rolling well tonight.
She would be kind of standing back with Jormlock, but also like trying to keep. I think she'd kind of be inspecting the statues that are around them and seeing if there's like anything magical about them or anything about this space that is not what it seems.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation. What did you get, Kai?
8.
All right, yeah. So as I kind of stated, Fox is really good at smelling out things, tracking. Maybe has keen eyes, things like that. But it feels like there's not really too much in the air. You guys already know where the blood was based on the fact that it's glowing now. But otherwise, the area is really sanitized, is really clean. There's not too much else to pick up on.
I guess Kyle's kind of rub his nose and just go, yeah, I think I'm no good here right now.
Blake.
Offie? Oh, Blake first.
For your investigation, you will notice which statue you're checking out. The statue, right? Because the rest of them are just pillars.
Yep.
Okay.
She's looking at the statue because it seems weird that blood pools up alongside of it and doesn't, or that like they can see that the blood is glowing near the side of it. And there's no drainage point that they're aware of.
Cool. Yep, that is very keen observation. You also, as you're checking out the statue, notice that it actually has some words written on it. Does anyone speak Elvish?
That's a no.
Only orc.
If nobody speaks Elvish, is anybody pointing that out?
Blake's the one who noticed the words.
Yeah, Blake will point it out, but Blake speaks Sylvan and Goblin.
Okay.
Not Elvish.
Oh, I speak Elvish according to my character sheet. I just read that.
Cool.
Hey.
I can't read.
You can't read. Cool. You had something else that you wanted to do as well, Offie.
Yeah, hearing Sisyphus saying, "You'll get your footprints all over everything," I'm like, I don't have footprints. So, Kai, like holding the doll still, just feels it kind of like go limp a little bit, and Offie actually steps out of the doll. And she's a Kalashtar girl, so she's like 5 feet tall, dressed in really ragged clothing, glows, like gives off a 5-foot radius of dim light, and she kind of makes her way over to the statue and she passes through it. Like she's trying to see if there's anything like hidden in it or like around it, I guess.
Hey,
and as you all go, yes. Oh no.
How fast do you try to go through the statue?
Oh no. Like walking speed?
Gas.
Yeah, you smack into it and are bounced back.
Also, like as she's like faced away from you, you see that she has like a huge head wound on the back of her head, like it got smashed in.
That looks uncomfortable.
She just kind of like ignores that and she like smacks into it. She's like, that doesn't usually happen. And she just like tries to put her hand through it like slower and like faster, just to try things.
Yep, it just repels you, and you you kind of remember this feeling from the time there was a secret meeting in the mansion and the doors were locked on you and you couldn't go through the doors.
Blake will walk up
Oh,
to Offie after Offie's ran into it and be like, I thought as much. And we'll spend like a minute just staring at it. Oh crap. Never mind. I don't have the material components to cast Identify. Ignore that.
No worries about that. Sisyphus,
Hey.
Yes.
one of your eyes starts twitching as you look at this, and you can now read Elvish.
What am I reading?
I mean, to be fair, it's probably not you who could have read Elvish, but
Was it the tiefling or was it the human that could read it?
probably the human.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so cool and gross.
The phrase says, "Show me only death." And then you see, as you look closer at the statue, that the eyes are actually glowing and looking at that phrase, "Show me only death," as to connect the statue to the phrase. Sorry, I think I described it wrong at first. The plaque is kind of off to the right.
I would like to.
We have two dead party members in this. How can we not be showing them death right now?
Fair point.
Can the statue spin? If we're trying to push it, can I turn it?
You can sure try.
So, I'm sorry, Sisyphus, are you physically grabbing the statue at this point?
Yep.
All right, well, Kai's just going to walk up and go, all right, I can help with this, and just, like, try to shove whatever you're doing. He's gonna like just try to probably
Okay.
a lot more clumsily and then maybe a bit more forcefully, but whatever you're doing, he's gonna try to do as well.
I mean, he's got a -1 in dex, so they're both big beef dudes trying to move this.
What happened to don't go up to the statue and all that, huh?
Hey, I have a +2 in dex. Excuse me.
Jormlock, while everyone's kind of doing a bunch of stuff, can you roll me a perception?
Of course, I could roll you anything you would like me to roll. I never said it was a good roll, but I could roll it.
That's true. He didn't ever claim it was gonna be a good roll.
So
That claim was a 4.
you start kind of trying to take in more of this area. So far, everyone's been focused on the statue and not really
That's
the
annoying.
surroundings. But you get distracted and you're like, yep, there's 3 chairs here.
Indeed. Many fitting chairs to sit for such a big, strong gnome like I.
I float through those because I was on my way through them.
You can float through the chairs.
Sweet. Good deal.
What strength did you roll, whoever is trying to move the statue?
Oh, I haven't rolled it, but I will roll strength for you
Do
right
it.
now.
Go
Well,
ahead.
Are we rolling
I
with
rolled
advantage
a
for the
1!
assist?
Come on, Foxy, what are we doing
I
today?
got the rolls. Today's a bad day.
It's a 5 in total.
I will let you both roll with advantage, both of you.
Oh, okay, well then I'm gonna try it again.
You are so good.
I didn't roll much better, it's only an 8.
I rolled a 2 and a 19. So,
You are not strong enough to move it.
neither of us?
Nope. But
Okay.
with your 19, you try and you try and you try so hard, and you slip to the side. And as you slip, you kind of start looking around some more, and behind the statue is actually a skeleton.
Hey, we got somebody that's good at bones.
Is it?
Give me the bones.
Yes. So,
Give her the bones.
is it in the back of the statue, or is it just kind of crumpled? Like, what am I looking at?
Yep, it's just here. I'll mark it for you so we can keep track. So, things I have pointed out to you so far. There are 3 chairs.
I'm moving my token if that's okay.
Of course, you can move wherever you're looking around the room. There
I
is
was right there.
a skeleton right here, just kind of crumpled in the back.
Straight up chilling.
Would anyone else like to look around this platform a little more?
Yes, me.
All right.
And I would
The-
also like to definitely look at this skeleton.
Please look at the
now that
bones.
I finally know what's going on.
I'm gonna kind of gesture, but have you hold off for just a second because I want to see what. I still want to see if I'm looking at any fingerprints or residual glow on any of the bones.
Go for it.
No other glows. And
Nobody's touched the bones at all.
Nope. Not in the
Interesting.
past 10 days. These bones are old.
Whatever was there died there,
Okay.
probably.
Old bones? Ugh.
Old bones. These
Old bones.
old bones.
These
Old
old
bones.
bones.
Doesn't necessarily mean old bones, it just means whatever bones are there died. Like whatever bones are there died there.
Just
Like,
means that somebody was really good at the no touching game.
yeah, like
Oh, I've got
Please-
nothing.
means
Please,
the
take a
body
look.
wasn't moved after it got put there, more than likely, because I mean, it'd have to have decomposed and then for the bones to be touched. So that doesn't necessarily mean the body wasn't moved.
So to just give some other marks real quick, there is a chest right here, and there is a dead rat right here, and there are some old clothes right here.
I conceal my pet mouse so it does not see the dead rat.
Red's eyes.
Wow, tragic.
Yep, that's everything that's on the platform. And then if you are checking out the bones after Sisyphus has made sure there was nothing else glowing, seemed like just human bones, very, very old, like died long, long ago.
Okay. So not the person that we are currently looking for.
Definitely not.
So shot in the dark. The chairs?
Good question, Kai. Can you have me, can I have you roll a perception? What is Kai's perception score?
I think I get like a +2 to perception because I'm proficient in it because I'm all like wolfy and stuff.
Mhm.
Let me let you in on that in just a moment. I'm sorry.
Can you show me where the plaque is?
It is in
that
fact a
says-
+2 to perception. Yes.
I will draw the plaque. Very good idea.
Thank you.
I kind of.
We gotta figure out which way it's facing.
Why did I
to
give
show them
myself
that.
8 wisdom and 11 intelligence?
What
Fun.
direction is this statue facing? Is it facing forward out to everyone?
It is currently, but its eyes are glowing and looking this way towards the plaque.
Black. Yeah.
Plaque's weird.
Can you roll perception for me, Kai, but with advantage because you.
I got a
and-
nat 20.
All right. You and your fox are looking together. So, with your nat 20, I kind of already said what you were going to find out because someone else asked at the same time.
Mhm.
But you can see that the eyes are glowing and staring specifically at the plaque that says, "Show me only death."
Mm-hmm. So.
What if we brought the bones over there?
If you're just looking for dead things to put in there, and Offie just goes and moves in front of the statue so that it's looking at her.
Nothing happens.
Believe that the intention of the line of sight is to procure the bones from behind the statue and put them onto the place where the statue may see, as
But
our
the bones
beefy
haven't
friends
been
were
touched.
unable to spin the statue itself.
I'm wondering if it's kind of like someone store a key under the doormat, except they just stored the bones behind the statue, so that way they could come and go.
It just seems strange that nobody's touched them.
You,
Intimidate.
If somebody killed that other person, then they just used those bones. Didn't have to use the bones behind the statue.
Suppose that's
That's
fair.
A fair point.
Well, better than nothing, right? Bring the bones.
Alright.
all right.
Like, will just carry bones over.
Yep.
I want to go look at the chest since being dead didn't work in front of the statue.
Okay, so
bored.
When being dead doesn't work.
Being dead doesn't work. I'll try something else.
chest first. It's just an empty chest. Absolutely nothing.
Can I see?
Regular old
Um,
chest. It's the chestiest though.
Moving the
No bones in it?
Nothing
Okay, cool.
happens.
Cool.
Gasp.
Well, we tried that.
Can I move the plaque?
You cannot. Oh, actually, you know what? Try.
You can't, but try anyways.
Go ahead and try.
Is
I
the
mean,
plaque
that's
what's
a
in Elvish?
14.
The plaque is in Elvish, yes. Also,
So
this is the point where do you want a clue or do you not want a clue?
Oh, we're
I
smart.
Before you give the clue, Kai wants to just hop over and sit in the chair.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I was thinking maybe the chairs might have anything to do with it.
I mean, but
Hey,
if there are
I-
3 chairs, maybe
There are
you
3
have to-
chairs. I did point out the chairs. Maybe I can get some people in these chairs.
I mean, fine.
I would like to attempt something.
All right,
Sit in a chair.
sitting in the
Okay.
chairs.
Play anything?
Nothing happens. Jormlock, what are you trying?
Okay, if it is death we need, and I want to click my heels together as I lift my leg up and I click them. As I do, you see like a, and on top of the plaque, you see another image of Jormlock appear. But this image of Jormlock is not really Jormlock. It's like him in the same clothes and like wearing the same like greatsword on his back, but he's like swolled the fuck out. Like
Bold.
he is the same height and everything, but he is absolutely massive. Like Jormlock's like, I don't know, a foot wide maybe. This dude's like 4 feet wide.
Interesting.
So he's like Swolelock. I
Okay.
say,
Swollock. No.
So
someone do the honors of taking out my projection.
huh.
Like
I mean,
you think we have to
to
kill somebody in
kill it.
front of it?
Quite
There's
precisely.
nothing else-
There might be a chance.
Better than anything else we tried, huh?
I can't.
So before that happens, do you want a clue?
Sure.
No.
We want to see
No.
what happens when we kill the guy.
All right.
Yes,
so
I do want to kill the guy first.
Sisyphus said no. So go ahead and kill Jormlock's.
How we doing that?
However you want.
I'm
All I
gonna
got are these
take
2
the
fists of mine
umbrella
right
off
here.
of my back,
Every,
and I'm gonna beat it to death.
Yeah.
With an umbrella?
Okay.
Yes.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an impromptu skills challenge, and everyone select way that they're going to try to kill this, and everyone has to be different. So, Offie, how are you trying?
I cannot touch things, have no weapon proficiencies, and cannot hold anything. So
Insult it to death.
Emotional warfare is the plan.
I'm not mean either. The only person that I can be mean to is Handsome William, and he's not here. I guess I'll just look at the umbrella and just be like, well, that's not... Sorry, that was a different character's accent. Well, that's not gonna do much damage there. And you're gonna get 2d8 extra radiant damage to your attack with the umbrella.
With my umbrella?
With your umbrella.
All right. Kai, how you're using fist attacks?
My feature
I'm just gonna beat him.
What is
I'm invoking smite on your umbrella is what it's called, by the way.
I'm about
Cool. So
it does radiant damage.
We have a smite from Offie, fisticuffs from Kai, right? Sisyphus, how are you attacking it?
So I mean, realistically, I'm a big dude. I've probably slipped my brass knuckles on one hand, and I've got my umbrella in the other.
All right, so you're using umbrella because someone's already using fists.
True.
Blake?
Does anyone have real weapons?
Weapons?
A great sword.
Left and right are my weapons. What do you mean?
Blake will just stand in front of it and pull out her rapier and just get ready to stick it with the pointy end.
All right. Are you also attacking yourself, Jormlock?
Standing there with my arms crossed.
Okay, cool. Everyone other than Jormlock, please roll a d20 real quick.
Me too.
Just a d20 or like an attack roll?
Everyone,
I got a 15.
just a d20.
Impromptu initiative.
I got a 15.
18.
13.
Mark that down.
I got a 3.
Oof.
Oof.
All right. So everyone
Wait,
that
do
rolled...
I need to roll too or no?
No, you're good.
Good.
Everyone that rolled above 10 succeeds, and their attack does the max damage possible. Together, you guys have succeeded enough to kill the apparition or double or whatever. Does that do anything to you, Jormlock, or is it just no issue?
I do appreciate the vigor of the vast majority of you, but sadly, the image of myself is an incredibly indurable creature that only has a single point of healthy endurance.
But we did it as a team, and that's what matters.
That's amazing.
So
I am unfazed from this event.
Overkill.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Sisyphus.
Well,
Sisyphus
catharsis,
probably
at
was
least.
not giving it his all, because this is the only time in a game that I have ever used my background's feature. But my background as a detective, my feature is hunch. When confronted with a mystery, you may get a hunch that will lead you to more clues. Your intuition is keen even when the details of a case are missing or unclear, and shortens the logical leaps required to unravel the mysteries of a case.
Well, that's helpful.
So you would like a clue, is what you're saying.
I would like to use my hunch. I don't want you to give me a clue. I want to use my character's feature to give me a clue.
He's saying he deserves a clue, is what he's saying.
I earned a
that
clue.
hunch.
Listen, this is how we'll do it. Previously, you were wanting to try to move the actual plaque. As you're doing this, you receive a hunch. While you grab the plaque, you see your hands grab over, and your left hand covers the first word of the plaque, and you think that you start to hear something, but you cannot move the plaque at all, and you remove your hands.
And the plaque says, "Show me only death."
Correct.
And you covered the first word, so it's me only death.
Does Sisyphus tell folks that he kind of like
I would be
heard
articulating
voices?
all of this very directly. Like, there's no fluff to the way that he's talking about it, but he would very logically explain what he just experienced.
I'm just
And then-
saying, third chair over here.
Blake will walk up and push both hands into the plaque and just kind of revisit the number of personas that she's been in the past, including different men, women, races, all ages, some of whom she killed before taking their persona, and just kind of how she did it. So she's just going through like all of these different and just kind of visualizing it and see if because if it's telepathic, she wants to communicate telepathically with it.
Okay, cool. So the way that you place your hands, you're kind of like this, and you're covering up Show and me, and you think you start to hear the sound grow a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be reacting to your thoughts or anything you're channeling.
I would like to...
Kyle will put his hand on the third word.
At the same time as Blake having two hands?
Yes. Just boop.
All right. As you cover Show, me, and only, the only word remaining is death, and the statue slides to the side.
We showed it only death. I did it.
I did not understand that there would be quite a literal
We did it.
way to do this.
We're not done.
I really
Just
love literal things.
light a
very
cigar
impressed.
and just... Interesting.
Naturally, obviously, I'm the most intelligent person here. Kyle will say,
Indeed.
falls back.
All right. So,
We'll then probably fall out of the chair and then go. Nobody saw that, right?
Hey, where'd you put my doll?
Over here.
You can't
Would the
do that,
skeleton
okay?
not provide
Hey, listen, you haven't told me the
more,
rules of this
travel?
ghost thing, okay?
Don't lose the doll.
Got it. Sorry.
I think that's a valid question.
Would the skeleton not be easier to travel within?
What?
Doesn't have muscles.
There's a whole skeleton over there. Would it not be easier to walk around as a human-sized thing?
I can't do that. I can't do that at all.
Can you only possess inanimate objects?
Don't know. It's really hard still. I'm a very new ghost, and I'm not very good at things yet. So
Hey, easy on the ghost. We'll figure it out later. That's not super important. I got the doll. Let's keep moving.
okay. Thank you.
Right. On we go.
all right. So, you will see you have all... Let's see if I can I do this real quick? I'm going to try
Believe
something.
you can.
I'm going to try
If you believe
something.
you can, then how could you possibly fail?
We believe in you.
I totally wish
If
this
you don't
were a
believe in yourself,
possibility.
believe in us who believe in you.
You know, if Roll20 was better, it would be...
We'd achieve world peace. Yeah,
Actually,
I know.
you know what?
It's
we're
rough.
we're gonna try it. Just
We all know. If we
just-
had a better roll 20, yeah, we'd be like in a utopian society by now. We know this. It's okay though.
We're moving on the map.
Yeah,
Offie.
so
Did
as you
Rotate.
The
As-
world's tripping out.
as you come out of, I'm assuming
Nice mystery solved. Time to go home.
I'm assuming you're entering what just opened, correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
Not trekking for traps or anything. Just
Nah, we're going in. Imagine waiting.
All right. So, what happens is you do feel that weird kind of disorienting feeling as you feel like the world is kind of like turning around on you, and you come up through a statue. It makes almost no sense because, you know, if you were to go down through something, you'd be coming through the ceiling. But halfway through, you're going down, you start going up, and now you're in a
of course.
room that's kind of similar to the one you were just in, but now you're flipped. So at the
Oh, man.
end,
I'm gonna be sick.
Uh-oh.
at the end here, oh, do I have anything that I can actually show this with?
100%. I believe you do.
1, 2, 1, 2, and through and through.
Let's see
That's-
here. So it is
Okay.
the same room, but you see at the end of it a body.
Oh.
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
I was just about to make the body a bear rug, but that feels
We
kind
have
of
our body
no,
friends.
make it a bear rug.
that feels kind of wrong. Let's see. Do I really not have any in all these sets of tokens, I don't have.
All right, I'm gonna lay on my bed like a corpse. Take a screenshot of me and then just like
Deal.
upload that.
Niffer already
PNG.
gave you one.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you
That's
look
true.
back at Niffer's old Hero Forge
did.
pictures.
I sent you a picture of my Hero Forge just splayed
Dead on the
out.
ground.
It's pretty great, actually.
I'm
was-
gonna
I was
bring
like, look,
this
this
back,
is what she is.
but this is the dead body.
Oh, nice.
Totally, got it.
Not a ghost.
Not a ghost body.
Not a ghost.
Not a ghost.
doctor.
It's a body.
Only ghost in here is me.
All right. Yep.
Ghosts.
You're in this room that looks and smells exactly the same, but now there's a dead body in front of you.
Is it like exactly the same? Like the chest and the dead rat and stuff are still here?
All of the items that were not affixed to the room are not there.
Okay. But the
Well,
chairs are still there.
I think
Yes.
we have our body.
Yeah, mumbling to myself as I walk towards the body, like taking puffs of the cigar. And
Uh-oh.
in every cry of every man, and every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every ban, the mind-forged manacles I hear. As I'm just like reciting
okay?
poetry, kind of lost in myself, as I'm like totally not paying attention to anybody else at this point, going straight to the body.
Yeah, let him do his
to
thing. I think he's got
investigate.
something.
Okay.
Blake will actually take notes of the poetry as they're walking by.
All right. So you're approaching the body.
I'm approaching the body.
All right. So, what is your perception? Your
I don't know how close I can get.
What's the
Heckin'.
word? What's the word for it? Your just like your base perception.
Passive?
Passive. That's the word.
Passive perception.
Mine would be 12.
I love when you forget words.
Mine is
Yo, I do it a
13.
lot as someone who like majored in English, believe it or not. You think I like am good at words and stuff? but-
Believe
Mine is 16, my passive.
my passive perception is 11.
Oof.
Interesting. Who had the
Good
highest?
investigation. I don't have good perception.
Wait, how do you have worse passive perception than me? I have 8 wisdom.
This actually checks out. I think Offie, you had one of the highest, right?
Yeah, I have passive perception of 16.
Okay, yeah. So everyone's kind of approaching the dead body, and you're kind of lower to the ground and looking around a little bit.
Is that a short joke?
I mean, no, it's a compliment.
It's a short compliment.
I'm 5'2", okay? I'm taller than some people.
You hear a sound coming from the ceiling.
What type of
I-
sound?
Need everyone to roll initiative as something
No!
drops down from the ceiling in front of you.
Oh, god damn it! 4.
And I will. I don't.
I'll do you 3 better.
Good god, I can't roll today.
Yikes.
Yeah, my one good dice is
Well,
disliking me.
Yikes.
Excuse me.
looks like we are in it to win it.
Hooray.
I'm gonna put you a little closer when this thing drops down. All right.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
What is
bro.
that?
Let
We're about to
me-
find out.
Do I hear it when it lands?
You sure do. Just give me a second to plug these in.
Sure. I love the battle music.
It's not there yet. The battle hasn't started yet. Come on. man.
Oh, it's so good. It's
It's
such
good
good
battle music,
So
though. It's like, it's
delightful.
eerie, you know?
This is some Dark Souls 3 shit.
Yeah, I like it, personally.
Offie, what is your initiative?
13.
All right. Kai's a 4.
Big 4.
All right.
And a
Sisyphus
7.
a 7. Jormlock a 7.
Is also a 7.
Okay, and it's gonna be very embarrassing if this thing has a terrible initiative, but let's find out.
Can't be
Oh,
worse than 4.
Why did I say
Can
it
it?
out loud?
Can't it?
It has such a good bonus to Dex, luckily, because it rolled
no.
a
Great,
rolled a
'cause I
3.
don't.
All right.
So before most of us.
I wish.
Yep.
I always roll so terrible with my initiative on fights as a GM. Always.
Yeah.
You guys see drop down from the ceiling A creature of sorts, with long, sharp teeth, sharp canines, kind of tattered clothes, a tattered cape, looks really pale, and honestly looks hungry.
Oh,
The hell are you? Kai says out loud.
I'm gonna turn around at him saying, "What the hell are you?" Blow in a single smoke ring as I look at the thing and just kind of flick the cigar.
It is Blake's turn first.
Blake is gonna do what any bard in this situation would do, and that
Sing!
is completely go invisible to avoid this combat.
Oh, that too.
Do.
That too. Also an option.
So Blake will go invisible, and then how do I do this?
I don't like this battle music. It's creepy.
I'm a fan, personally.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
it's good.
Really? Blake will run all the way to be behind this pillar. They can barely make it. And just hide back there.
I'll let respect.
All right, and you are invisible, you said?
Yes.
All right, great. Offie, you are up.
Well, I have a +2 and a -2. Thanks, Dev. Anyways, I can't do anything. So I will use my smite on whatever the biggest looking weapon is in this room of my new friends.
Left and right. That's
I,
it.
I was probably thinking more like Jormlock said
Yeah,
he
that's
had
probably
a
a better
sword.
idea, actually.
I mean, you're great.
I do have
Please.
a large greatsword.
Probably
that
a
is-
better idea.
You're great. Please don't break my doll, but I'm not gonna help you right now.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
So I'm just gonna see that and just be like, oh, and look around and invoke smite on Jormlock's weapon, and then hide. Thank you.
All
And just
right.
back away.
Quick question. I forgot that I have bonus actions as a bard.
Uh-huh.
Could I, as I was running past invisibly, past Jormlock, just been like, "Don't disappoint me," and cast Bardic Inspiration?
Oh, that's inspiring.
Yes.
That's-
Go
My new
ahead.
favorite kind of bard.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
My parents used
New
it
kind of
all
bard
the time
just
to
dropped.
inspire me to do things.
That's bardic
My parents
intimidation.
would, yep. My parents would constantly do that kind of shit to me. They're like, "Don't disappoint us," and that would make me do a lot better because I was so scared of
it's over for
disappointing.
you.
Yep.
So Jormlock has a plus 2d8, right?
Additional
It's
2d8 radiant damage.
And
That's the damage.
And
then
a
1d8.
D8.
Yeah.
A 1d8 for.
Cool.
Yep. I'll drop Bardic Inspiration
you-
into.
Cool.
Get so many d8s. I hope you're ready.
All right. Well, guess who's next?
Use 'em.
Oh.
It's Jormlock.
Go
Use those
beat 'em.
d8s.
Wait, isn't the creature next?
I'm pretty sure that the D&D Beyond encounter tracker stipulates still, even if there's ties. I hope. I'm going off of that, and it says that you're before the person.
okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, I guess it's not my place to disappoint the group of new adventurers I am here with. I'm gonna do the thing, and I'm gonna click. I'm like, "Begone, creature! Jormlock is here with Swollock!" And throw him out right in front of the thing, and Swollock should be there, holding the greatsword with one hand. And I will use my advantage from earlier in the chat from I think
Yeah.
Sarah. And I will take my first attack with my greatsword with Great Weapon Master. So we'll incur a -5 to that. So 12.
That will not hit.
Wait, so it's
But-
12 -5, which would be something, and then I'll roll my
7.
Bardic Inspiration, which is a D8. And I got an 8, so that brings that up to 15.
15.
Does not hit.
Tragic. Hate to see it. Oh, it was so close.
It-
My that was not a good one. But
Wait, you're a
fear
fighter. You
not,
hit twice, right?
I can hit again.
Yeah, smack him a second time.
Set it to a normal roll. With another great weapon master, I didn't see it. I don't know what it is.
It's a 12 to hit.
Alright, so it didn't work.
Does not hit.
I am not doing a very good chance, so I will invoke my inner oomph, and I will attack again.
Action surge!
No,
Oh, no?
this is something else.
He's
Inner
just
oomph.
cool.
This is a great weapon.
I'm so
Stop
sorry.
Stop doing
I don't think it wouldn't hit either way. It
I-
has to be more than 15.
A 13 does not hit.
Oh my goodness.
Do you have anything else?
Can I hand off my +2s and -2s and advantages?
Somebody else take me?
Because literally Offie does
Just
not roll in
Swolock is
combat,
gonna be
so those
injured.
are never going to get used.
I will say, as your class and what you like to do, you can, on your turn, decide someone to
Transfer
give it
those.
to. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Is that it, Jormlock?
I believe there is nothing else I can do. I have done my work, and it is time for me to take my leave.
I think someone.
Don't go.
I think someone asked out loud, like, "Who are you?" to the creature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, what the hell are you?
I am hungry.
Yeah, well, I had a smoothie earlier that was pretty good, so I could recommend you something if you want.
And sorry, based on current, because Jormlock, you put not yourself but a copy in front of it, right?
Yes, a copy.
Go
of
Swolock.
How
But a big copy.
Smart is this thing?
So a copy of Swolock.
You know what? I'm gonna roll a decision. It is very smart, so we'll see. Oh yeah, does your thing get attacks of opportunity or no?
No, fuck around and find out.
I will. It's smart enough to where it knows that that's not the real you, and so it's
Sweet.
gonna sidestep and go straight for Kai. If it does get an attack,
Why?
go ahead.
No.
You about to be a werewolf
It's a
and a
15.
vampire.
Oh,
A
fun.
15 does not hit. So
Can't. I can't.
Oh no.
it's going to try to claw at you, Kai,
Oh no.
to start.
Got it.
Ooh, it's only an 8 to hit.
That's a miss!
All right. As it swipes, it's gonna move closer at the same moment as the swipe, and it's gonna reach out with its fangs to bite you.
Of course.
And that one will be a 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oof.
So you are grappled.
You have a disadvantage.
I do have a disadvantage. You're right. I should have put that on the.
Chat.
I should have put that on the first one, but I'll put it on this
Wonderful.
bite. Just.
Oi.
You are wonderful.
That's a nat 1. So it
All right,
goes.
look at that. Cool.
Yay!
It goes in to grab you to start the bite, and it cannot, and it kind of falls closer to you. Now you're just kind of chilling with a vampire, but as it falls, it goes for a third attack.
Also, I just realized my AC and DD Beyond is super wrong.
That's fine. 18 to hit on the swipe.
That might hit me. My percy bonus is 3. Numbers are hard. I'm so sorry. 10 plus 14. Yeah, that doesn't me. Just barely. AC
Okay.
16.
All right, so it is going to. Oh, I did that bite wrong, anyways. So apologies.
What about it?
Now you're going to be grappled, and you're going to take 11 bludgeoning damage.
Yikes! Oh wait. Oh no, that's only when I hybrid. From
On your turn, you will have a chance to escape, of course.
Oh wait, no, I have that. Sorry.
That's fine. Yep. So half of 11, so 5 bludgeoning damage,
Cool.
and it is now Sisyphus's turn.
Okay. So Sisyphus seeing all of this and him leap forward, he's going to move right up behind him. And the fun part about the antiquarian is they are carrying all manner of trinkets and magical baubles from all over the place that they've collected, and he's going to raise his left hand is wrapped in bandages, which he's kind of mumbling to himself as he gets closer, and all of the bandages start to glow these little sigils. And he grabs him with the right hand to spin him just a little bit, because he knows he's grappling right now, but he'll pull him just enough to kind of reach around him and look at him and go, "You can't make me any uglier. So, how about you pick on somebody like you?" And he's going to just palm his face with those bandages and cast Inflict Wounds at 3rd level.
Alrighty.
This is my favorite spell.
Pretty good spell.
That is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
What kind of damage is that again?
Probably not the ideal
Usually
one.
necrotic,
It's
right?
necrotic.
Yeah.
Okay.
$22 points of necrotic damage.
All right. So it is a pretty hefty hit, but as you do this and the creature kind of looks up at you, starts laughing as you cast necrotic damage.
He's
on-
also, and he's probably kind of unfazed, but most of my attention right now is getting him off of somebody else to pay attention to me.
Mhm. All right. Great. Anything else?
Oop. Hold on just a sec. There's a thing. Yeah. With my right hand that always has my knuckles on it, can I just, because of the gifts that I have been given, it's just kind of the improvised brawler, can I take an offhand strike with the brass knuckles?
You can sure try.
Okay. That is going to be a 17.
That will hit.
Okay, so once per weapon attack on my turns, I can treat a weapon attack as if the creature has a vulnerability to whatever damage it is. So it's only a d4 plus my strength, but that is 3 points of damage it is vulnerable to.
Okay. So it takes 6 damage, correct?
Yep, so 6 damage.
That's cool.
All right. I think I almost damaged you instead of it.
Yeah.
Not
Do what
that
you have
not
to.
that I'm tracking your health for you, but all right. If that is it, I believe Kai is up.
All right. Now, I was figuring I was going to take this fight pretty passively, but then this damn thing bit me, so now I'm kind of pissed.
Attempted to bite you.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's fine. I can play with teeth too. So Kai's going hybrid form. So literally as soon as Sisyphus rips him off, Kai will just kind of look and just be like, "Did that thing just try to bite me?" And there was Sasha will kind of scurry off to the side almost, and you'll he'll snap his neck a bit, but the pop is very, very loud. And there's another one same side, incredibly loud. Both shoulders pop, and then he begins to kind of get covered more in fur. He drops his vest, and so now he's a big scary werewolf. And I'm gonna break this thing's face in with my claws. Is the game plan.
Do it.
So I get to hit. I'm gonna hit it. So I'm gonna do first. The first hit comes in. It's probably not a hit. That's a 12, which is not a hit. I'm gonna guess.
No.
Here comes the second one. Second one is a 16.
That'll hit.
All right. I'll then do the damage. 1d8 plus 4. That's gonna take 11 slashing damage. And then because I'm in hybrid form, I can claw and bite it. So I'm going to claw and bite it.
All right. So here's a question: Are werewolves' claws considered magical?
I think at higher level I am.
Okay, interesting. All right, yeah. So of course, you are hitting it but you feel just it's not fully sinking into how much it normally would, attacking most other things. But you're clawing it up. What else you got?
All right. In that case, I'm gonna, since I'm in hybrid form, I can swing the third time. So I'm gonna swing the third time, and this time I'm gonna go ahead and do, I don't know. I guess I'll do a lunging attack, my maneuver, so I can add a superiority die to the is it the attack roll? Damage roll, to the damage roll. So I'm gonna hit it first, hopefully, or I'll roll a 3. That's a 10. So no, I didn't hit it.
10 that does not hit.
I could technically action surge and do this whole thing again. And I won't do that though.
All right.
So, yeah,
Why
that's,
not?
that's basically
Do
my turn.
it.
All right, up to Blake.
All right. Blake is just kind of observing, but they'll come alongside, still invisible, attempting to sneak up on said creepy being. And then drop invisibility to make a stabby attack.
All right, go ahead.
Does it count if you are invisible at the start of your attack as a hit with advantage? I can't remember.
You guys are flanking, so you could just get it either way.
Okay. I rolled twice because it's a natural 20, and I also get
Crits.
more dice because I'm going to imbue this with my psychic blades.
Oh shit! All
There's,
right.
Cool.
there's more dice coming. Hold, please. I gotta go back to the sheet. I was convinced I wasn't going to hit. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. Features. So, okay. Does that roll?
Damn.
So is it double all the dice for the attack?
Yes, all rolled damage is doubled.
Okay, so that's 38 points of damage then.
Dang.
And 30 of that is psychic damage.
All right. So yeah, the psychic damage just like cuts straight through, and you hear this thing just as it hisses out at you, and you just feel that psychic damage just enter deep, and as a little bit of blood kind of sprays out. How much was the other damage?
8
Okay.
points of piercing damage.
All right. So as you guys are starting to fight this thing, you're kind of, maneuvering around it a little more. Go ahead.
Wait, I can't do math. Yep, it's 8. It was just 1 point of
Okay.
second dice.
So, as you guys are kind of maneuvering around it and attacking it, you notice this thing seems really, really weak compared to what you might have thought facing a vampire would be like. It as well looks like it's kind of been starved. If you're looking, it's probably pretty easy to assume that it's been locked in this hallway for quite a while. Do you have anything else on your turn, Blake?
No. She's gonna hold off.
Okay. All right, Offie.
Well, now I feel bad for it because it's been starved. I'm like peeking around the corner, and I see this, and I'm just like, do that again! And this time Blake's gonna get the smite on it because that was very cool and very effective. And she should do that again. What do I do to distribute all of my bonuses that I'm never going to use? Is it like a bonus action or whatever?
Yeah, just a bonus action per
All
one.
All right. I will bonus action +2 to Jormlock, please.
All right,
I have
+2.
my +2.
All right.
You can thank Elle from chat for that one.
Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm gonna stay out of the way, please.
All right, Jormlock, you're up with a +2.
Hey, so I assume we should have a Swolock to interpret where he is.
There's the Swolock.
So Swolock will rotate himself on this side of the vampire to also engage in a flanking maneuver. I say the first time was just a fluke. It is now to take on the actual challenge that we saw, and I will do a normal attack with advantage, correct?
You got it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All on
And you have a
boss.
+2 if you want to add it.
Oh, baby. Sure, that is a 22. I will.
Nice.
Swolock will raise the great sword right through it, although it is about waist height, so through it means from the hip down to the kneecap.
Through its knee. It's just.
On my second strike, I would like to initiate the +2 that I have from Ophelia,
Offie. Big Offie.
There it is.
and I would like to use Great Weapon Master.
Go ahead.
Yep, that's what Offie's short for. Ophelia. Woohoo. Oh no. Oh no.
Buddy.
That will not hit.
I would like to
Oh, buddy.
invoke.
I'd like to invoke my eternal
Yeah.
sadness.
I'm gonna action surge. We're just gonna do 2 more attacks. Both
Yeah,
are gonna
please.
be Great Weapon Master.
See, that's
We're just gonna
what I was
pop
Alright.
them.
Stop doing
Okay.
Great Weapon Master.
Listen, if I hit, it doesn't matter.
So is that a 10? Or is that a 17? How does that work with that?
It's a -5, so it's a 17 minus 5.
So
12
Well.
plus, and if you did +2 would be 14, so still not good
Well,
enough.
my +2 is gone.
The +2 went towards the pass attack, which missed.
Alright, one more.
Now, my second attack.
Here it is.
It's not gonna hit.
And I
no.
will use my last resource and unleash my incarnation. And I will attack one more time.
Okay.
Roll 20 hates you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it
Use-
does.
I'm moving
Did
to
you use
dice.
real dice?
I'm moving to
Please.
dice. And my turn.
Alright.
I end my turn in defense mode.
Alright. So it is now this thing's turn. Very obviously someone did a lot of damage to it. So it's gonna just turn a little bit, not moving out of anyone's way or anything, but just kind of turn to the side and target Blake. First with trying to swipe at you. Ooh, that is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
All right. It is now grappling you as well and going to do 5 bludgeoning damage. And then it's going to reach in to your neck and try to take a bite.
Ah.
And that one's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
All
That'll do
right.
it.
So first off, it is going to do 10 piercing damage as you feel the fangs sink into your neck, and then as the venom kind of seeps into your skin, you'll take 7 necrotic damage. And I need you to roll a charisma saving throw real quick.
Okay. 23.
Ooh, nice. So yeah, you feel that you are kind of starting to be charmed by the vampire, and you feel for a second that you sympathize with the vampire, but then you snap out of it and think that's stupid.
That's
But
a dumb idea.
your hit point maximum is reduced by 7.
Yeah, by the 7.
Yes.
Poop.
As you feel your life enter the vampires. And then it is actually going to, in a weird turn of events, release you and turn back to Kai and try to swipe at you.
Bring it.
Ooh, that's going to be a 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right, so it does hit and grapple you. Of course, you can try to get out of the grapple on your turn. It is going to do 11 damage as it swipes across you and grapples you. However, it does not have any more bites left as it's still slurping up Blake's blood. And it'll be Sisyphus's turn next.
Okay. So, let's see. Let me see here. So, looking at the beast, he's gonna pull his umbrella that he carries back out and take the pointed end of it. Grab him, he's gonna grab him by the shoulder and just say, "Clearly, you didn't listen. I said pay attention to me." And he's gonna just try to skewer the thing through the back with this with the pointed edge of his umbrella. That's another 23.
That'll hit.
Give me trash rolls unless I'm attacking. That's nice.
You know, you don't look as tasty as the others for some weird reason.
I can't imagine why. So that's 5 damage at vulnerability, so 10 straight.
Okay.
And then he's gonna just offhand just haymaker him to the side. Actually, yeah, he's just gonna boot down into his knee and try to just leverage pop him off of Foxy and just kick his legs in with his bonus attack. That is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
But that is only 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That would be the end of my turn.
All right, Kai, you're up.
All right. It's still in hybrid form. The plan continues to be to beat the hell out of this thing.
Okay. If you are choosing not to get out of its grapple, that's fine.
That's fine. I forgot I grappled me.
You just cannot. You just cannot move. That's it. Your speed is just 0.
Yeah, I don't care about moving. I'm just gonna break it. Let's face it. Yep.
Sounds good.
First hit is a 19.
Hey, that'll hit. Yes, that'll hit.
Damage. 7.
Okay.
Next. So I hit twice. Next one's only a 13, so that one will miss.
Mm-hmm.
Still in hybrid form, so here comes the third. That one is an 18.
That does not hit. As
18?
The vampire quickly reacts and, while holding you, dodges to the side as it parries your attack.
Oh, you jerk. Fine then. All right. In which case, what am I gonna do? Oh, you know what? I got this. Since it wants to focus on me so much, I'm gonna action surge so I can start hitting it some more. And on this first attack, I'm going to. Well, I actually have to hit it first. I'm gonna swing. That's a 16.
You know, doesn't have a limit on how often it can parry.
Really?
And
parry reaction?
One reaction. That's it. That's the
parry's a
kicker.
reaction.
You're right. Yeah, nope. So that does hit.
All right, so I'm gonna pop distracting strike, so I can add an extra D8 to this damage roll, and also it now has, The next attack roll the target takes against someone besides me is made a disadvantage.
Okay. But you have some damage coming, right?
Yes. So here comes the damage first. That's 6 plus another D8. which I'm gonna roll now. So that's a grand total of 14. And then I think I have one more attack left because I action surged.
It like almost buckles down to the ground, and the blood that it's been drinking kind of some of it slips down its face, but as it goes to go, it stands back up, wavering a little bit. If you have another attack, go ahead.
Beating it again. That one didn't roll so well. It's only a 12.
12 will not hit.
Unfortunate. And then I guess bonus action, I will attempt to bite it.
All right, go ahead.
24.
That'll work.
All right, so because I'm a wolf, my bites do 1d6 plus 4.
How would you like to do this?
So like, because he's in wolf form, Kai's pretty pissed. He's angry right now. So like, as it's like he's kind of just like hammer blowing it for a while, and like as it's weakening itself, eventually he just like grabs it and is like holding it. I imagine the vampire's kind of wavering a bit and like it's whimpering a bit. He just snaps it, just like snaps the throat and just drops it. And just kind of like hovering over it, maybe even like sniffing the corpse a little bit.
All right, and with that, dun 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 dun, you have defeated the vampire.
There's the sound of like very, very, very loud breathing as Kai slowly calms himself down back into his normal form and like wraps his arms up again. It's just like, fuck, I hate vampires.
And before we resolve anything, we're gonna take another real quick break, a quicker break this time, and we will be right back before we resolve what happens with the body. Welcome back, everybody, to Sherlock Investigations, Windows to Death. Our party has made their way to the underground, sat in on a special presentation of a new forensic device, gotten some smoothies, solved a statue puzzle, defeated a vampire, and are now presented with technically 2 bodies. We'll get rid of the vampire one. This
still has eyes. We could test it on that.
Yeah, I mean, you could test.
Oh yeah, could we like work on our skills?
If you want to observe what it looks like to watch a giant werewolf snap your neck, sure. I mean,
That's a spooky picture. Yeah.
I mean, we could do that.
It's like if you just really want to see that, I don't see why we don't have. Listen, we got technology.
Are you wanting to test the device on the vampire first?
Yeah, I've got a spare one.
I would like to heal Blake in the meantime,
okay,
because I believe that she deserves it.
Who is
anyways
using the device on the vampire?
I shall.
All right. So Blake steps.
As a forensic scientist, I am ready to.
That's probably the best one. You're probably
continue
the best one
on with this.
All right, great. Can you roll me a strength check, Blake?
Oh, okay, that's fine.
You also get 17 points of healing back because I felt bad for you. So your ghost helped.
Hey, that's actually... Oh, that was a strength save. Oops, hold please. Strength check. Here we go.
Worse.
Yay, I did it.
Just jellies the eye and the head.
I
missed it.
I still have an advantage. I would like to pass to you.
Go ahead so that you don't destroy the eye. Wow.
Very nice.
So
I just like jam it straight through this vampire's head.
Listen,
for those folks at home, that's a 3 and a 3.
That is why we practice.
Two threes. So yeah, this is a new device, and what happens is, you know how these things, like, they have 2 positions? They have one where the device is open and one where it's closed. You shove it into the vampire's eyes when it's still closed, into the one eye, and you just like straight into the eye, and you're like, oh, oops, I forgot to open it. You pull it out, destroying one eye, and you pull the lever at the top to open the claws, and go ahead and try with the other eye.
Hey,
I cannot help you here
someone
anymore.
else give it a shot, maybe? Since it's like a strength check?
I'm gonna go look at the other body.
Listen, it's not a hard strength check, but 2 threes in a row.
I'm going to try this again.
I have nothing but faith in you.
Perfect.
I believe in you.
I have nothing but faith in you.
Come on, you can do it.
3 again.
Hang on. I'm
Don't
wondering
you
if there's
dare.
anything I can do to help me.
Yeah, I'm like, do I have anything to help?
We just sit here long enough to take 10 on it, that's all. I thought you rolled down to 3.
No.
I was like, no, not again.
All right, here it goes. We're just gonna.
Hey,
That's
there we go.
Hey!
That's a good number.
That's so
See?
much better.
There it is.
So
Okay.
you this time, knowing more so what you're doing, you open the claws and you shove it into the eye socket. You remember to pull the lever again, and you yank up, and you take the whole eye with you as it pops out of the
Ugh.
face of the vampire.
Gosh, it's
And,
like covering Sasha's eyes, just like, you don't want to see this kid.
What actually happens
So
is you
nice.
see that the device starts glowing, and it starts projecting from the eyeball an image on the ground, and you see
The whole movie.
the vampire's last image burned in its retina,
Just
Oh.
Kai.
which is Kai,
Man, I'm ugly.
killing it.
Is that what I look like? Yikes.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
exactly what you
guys.
look like.
it's not bad.
It could
Hey,
be
don't
worse.
turn that off like that.
Could be a lot worse.
It could look like him.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, we know it works now. I kind of just like gesture at the other body.
Practice.
Practice makes
Just
perfect.
walk around
Hey,
with
at
my
least we
eyeball on
didn't
a
ruin the
stick.
actual corpse's eye.
Yes.
It's good we
This is
got
why
the
we
practice.
practice.
So,
Look, I'm used to bones. I'm not used to like actual
Eyes are much
guts
squishier
and
than
organs
bones,
and stuff.
I hear. Most
Yep.
tend to say. My analysis would say that eyes are typically squishier than bones.
Mhm.
all right, is Big
Probably.
Jormlock still standing around?
Yes, he is.
Oh,
All
yay.
right.
Swirlock does not disappear until Jormlock says Swirlock disappears.
All
Kai
right,
just fist
great.
bumps him, just like
And then he would disappear.
So this body, shrouded in tattered robes and everything, is very obviously the missing person and the missing body. Are you ready to yank another eye out?
We believe in you.
Me?
Or who wants to do
Well,
it?
It's not gonna be me, is it?
I mean, technically, Blake's device has an eyeball in it. Are you dropping
I
the
have
eye?
2.
Yeah, she has my
Oh,
extra
true.
one, remember?
Okay. All right.
I
I
will. Can I aid someone? Can I walk someone else through doing it?
if
Be like, you open it like this. This is how you do it. But like, let someone that is stronger than me get through this.
So if someone else wants to try, they'll have to roll strength, but if you want to do it and take one for the team, you'll just be successful since you already know how.
Oh, then I'll do it.
yeah,
I
that
just
makes
didn't
more
want to
sense.
like fuck up the actual corpse's eye.
Yeah,
I would feel
you got
terrible.
you have the practice.
That's why you practice.
Why you
Yeah.
practice.
Yep.
Yep, so you
Other eye stick.
you
Hey,
walk
you got
up
a pair of eye sticks.
to the body and you pull back the robe, and it's a beautiful young woman, probably like 24, long brown hair, beautiful green eyes, and you go to yank an eye out, right?
She's gonna take her eye.
Yep.
All right, so as you pull it out with the other that doesn't have an eye already projecting, the other one starts projecting an image on the ground, and as you look at it, this is the image that the eye projects.
Look familiar, anybody?
Does it?
Yeah. Do we know what
What's that
this
ring on it?
symbol is?
I would even be willing to guess if I'm looking at that as an antiquarian. Can I recognize the ring? That would be my focus.
Yeah, go ahead.
What am I rolling?
Roll a history check, actually.
I just want to go look at the vampire because those teeth look kind of.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What are my stats for history? Because I think I'm an expert in that.
Oh yes.
That is a 29.
All right. Yeah, you definitely recognize the ring. I'm making a GM decision, even if this image isn't the correct symbol, to tell you that what you see is a symbol for the Order of the Dragon.
Interesting.
Exciting name.
And from what I can gather from the picture, so we see like the long, kind of like gross decaying nails, but it also looks kind of like a masculine face.
Yeah.
Look
From
like
the
a
bottom of the
vampire?
chin.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like it might also be a vampire.
Yeah, does it?
Those
I'm-
are
Is
those
it
are
exactly the
all-
same?
All very fair observations. Are you asking if the one you killed is the same?
Yes.
No. You can even tell by the image that this vampire
This
image,
vampire looks healthy.
Healthy.
uh,
Does our vampire in front of us have a ring on though?
no.
Ah, outcast maybe.
Being punished or something.
Yeah, could be that.
Is there any way out of this room besides the way we came in? Was it
There's
like
stairs off
stuck
to our
down
left
here?
and right.
I can't imagine that it would make much of a difference if we're going back upstairs.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, can I sniff the body? See if I maybe pick up any sense on the body?
Yeah, you can try.
That's a choice.
Because I have a racial feature.
While Kai's sniffing, can I jot down a picture of this symbol in my notebook?
Of course. Let me send you the actual symbol. I will go ahead and put that in our message.
Ooh.
I can show you guys on stream real quick. Just give me a second.
I opened the Discord and the first thing I saw was the Mr. Bean token. And I'm like, oh, that's the symbol.
That's it. Yep.
The one.
There it
Let's
is.
see. I'm gonna have to switch between stuff real quick.
You gotta take your time.
Oh, you guys can keep talking. What are you doing with the body?
I'll read tracking in the meantime. So I can detect opponents within 15 feet by sense of smell. If the opponent is upwind, the range increases to 40 feet. If downwind, drops to 5 feet. Strong sense can be detected at twice the range noted above. Overpowering sense can be detected at triple normal range. When a creature detects a scent, the exact location is not revealed, only its presence somewhere within range.
Should we bring the body with us, or should we bring something
Which
to help
one?
you with tracking? Not the vampire,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I think this is their
Maybe a
two.
fragment of clothing might be helpful. I could pick up the scent and see if I can.
Yeah, that way we could have it once we actually get up to
That might be smart. Yeah.
Magical London and then Greater London.
Seeing what's up there. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Let's do that.
So you're taking the body with you?
Or like a fragment, something I could use to identify smell, like a fragment of clothing, or like
Okay.
I don't know, a pierce, like something I get a piece of hair, something I could use to like extract the scent.
Yeah, so it's really weird to you because the scent is all over the body, but nowhere else for now. I will say that Kai would definitely recognize this smell again if he ever came across it, but for some reason you are not able to pick up any trail of where it entered, where it exited, things like that, but the body does reek of it.
Maybe because we're in this topsy-turvy world, and whatever we're looking for isn't in here. So I wouldn't
We
get a
are in
track.
the Upside Down.
Yeah, so I wouldn't get a tracking from out here. But maybe if we get
So
out of here and
take
head
the
back
body.
up, or at
Take
least
the
like,
whole body. Smell it again when you reach the top.
Can
I mean,
the
I don't think we need the
swole-
whole body. Maybe just like piece of cloth. I got a pretty good nose.
You
At
can-
least return her to the
Place where she belongs.
regular plane.
Well,
they,
yeah, I guess
wherever
that
we are.
probably helpful.
they only asked for the eyeball, so no one asked you to retrieve the
So
body.
not our problem.
But we're decent people. Come on, take it back.
But speak for yourself.
Can
Okay, fine.
Swolock carry the body?
Sherlock is unable to perform any of the actions not listed in the list of actions that he is able to perform.
Corpses don't
I
exactly.
will give like an incredibly long sigh and just like bridal carry the body.
Good. Corpses don't exactly stay. Corpses.
Fresh.
No, not fresh. Other
Yeah,
people
all
use
right. Can
them
we
for
just step on it?
things.
This thing reeks.
Let's go.
People use corpses for things.
Yes.
Have you seen me?
Valid argument. Yes.
You're
I
at
can
least
see.
like preserved.
You want more of me around?
Yeah, you
Take
at least
the
smell
body.
like preserved corpse. This thing.
Typically, I have not. True, I have not found you a unsuitable companion. Maybe more of you would be good in this world. Who knows?
So Offie, at this moment, you would know that it's safe to invite these people back home and bring them into the mansion and show them the secret entrance. Do you know where the secret entrance is?
Nope.
All right.
I came into the mansion. Well, when we took the underground trip, did we go out the secret entrance?
Yeah. So
Then
you,
I would know.
You know where it is.
I first of all, did Kai drop my doll at any point? Because if he did,
Oh, Sasha has the doll. Don't worry.
okay, good. If at any point the doll dropped, I'd be like, wait, you have to go back and find the doll.
No. Sasha has the doll with her. Don't
Good.
It's a bit drooly.
worry. So yeah, it's a little covered in drool. Sorry about that,
It's
but
not-
it's safe.
It's
Well-
not really the doll that matters. I think so. We did the job. So, you could come back to the mansion, but there is kind of a situation in the garden. If you don't mind that.
There's food at the mansion, right?
Yes, Marcus is a very good cook, and
Then
so
I
is
know
Aurora.
where we're going. Kai
She
said
cooks a
as
lot.
to march
She makes
off.
really good bread. But there was a really big angry tree a couple of days ago, and now I think that probably one of the others is doing more mischief in the garden again. So just a heads up, there might be some creepy things in there, but it's fine.
Do
You
I have to
guys
hide my face?
Talk while
No.
you're walking real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Question:
it's
while
fine.
we walk through Magic London in the upside, or not the upside down, the area above the upside down,
In the underground.
in the Ministry of Magic.
It's called the underground.
The underground that's above the upside down that we're
It's-
currently in.
Yeah, that
But
is.
it's underground
underneath the
London, so it's
underground.
called
so
the
we're in the
underground.
upside
Okay.
ground.
Does the underground have a way to get to the mansion, or do we need to?
No, we kind of just have to go through the sewers a
with
bit.
the
Yeah.
body.
That's fine.
Um.
And
I don't know
Sisyphus
if
is
we
gonna
should
be
be
bundling
walking around
himself
with
the
a
whole
dead
time.
body.
It's sure. It's fine. I believe the
Yeah.
Londonians
Actually,
are used to this.
If you have a couple minutes, give me the body. Nobody will notice.
Okay. Also, I'm going to need
so-
my doll back for.
You're not gonna
being
like
above
put
the
her on
underground.
you, are you?
Nope.
Like you're not gonna like have some other person's hair in like a week,
mean-
are we, dude?
I
No,
could
so
I could try walking him myself.
he is going to
Wait,
I mean,
guys! Kai just yells, "We have a ghost!"
she's still
I-
missing an eye.
I could try.
And what if
I
I
anybody
think Offie's got
recognizes
this
her?
personally.
Are you trying to possess a dead body right now?
I legally can.
Legally.
There's a legal
Is it-
possibility. It's not illegal.
Level 5, I can possess a ghost for 1d6 minutes.
Possess a ghost or a body?
Or the ghost can possess a dead body for
Okay.
1d6 minutes.
Wait, how long is the trip back
So
to the
we got a
mansion?
sprint.
So we should wait until. Well, we should wait until we have to go above
Yeah,
ground.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I will carry it. Okay, so
And once
I
we get
will
to the streets,
begrudgingly,
we
of
will
course,
sprint.
carry the corpse up, until we get to a point where we feel like we maybe need to show some discretion. At which point, I'll kind of just notion to Offie, like, "All right, you're up, kid."
I could try.
All
If
right.
it doesn't work for too long, you can hand it to me.
You-
I have nothing but faith in you.
I rolled a 6 on my 1d6 for how long I can walk with her.
6 whole minutes of ghostiness.
6
Alright.
whole minutes
Whole
of
What?
minutes.
being-
All right, let's run.
What else do you get from possessing a dead body?
The host corpse is considered to have 1 hit point and starts prone. I can use my
Sure.
movement to move the host corpse at my speed. If it is reduced to 0 hit points, or if I stop possessing it, then it's destroyed and can't be possessed again.
Okay,
gross.
interesting. You're just
I don't-
you're
I'm
walking.
just, you're gonna destroy the body afterwards?
I mean, I assume
Wall
it's
barrier,
just.
relax.
I assume it's just like put
Oh.
into a state that I can't possess it anymore.
Random possible RP moment. DM, is there any indication based on like clothing or like anything of where this woman might have been from? Like not even like where,
Yeah,
like where in London? Like
Tattered clothing. I
Um,
know her from.
She She only has tattered clothing because it's been
Okay.
beat
That was
up.
my guess.
She actually is very well dressed,
Okay.
like upper London type. Definitely, no offense to any of you, definitely no one you would ever hang out with. Like
Thanks.
almost like royal clothing.
boy.
Someone
Give
who,
me a week. I will get there.
yeah, someone who was probably going out to all of the high status parties and stuff like that is kind of what you get from the clothes.
Huh.
You guys are heading back, yes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess as we're walking, I guess maybe like even though you felt a bit weird about carrying the body, like as we're kind of carrying, and there's like Kai does like sort of spend a few minutes like looking at the face of the woman. Like once he recognizes like she like probably like someone noble or like of like higher status, he does spend some time like staring at the face for a while.
It is a nice looking woman, gone too young, and as I mentioned, green eye now, brown hair.
Just I knew someone like her once. She was kind to me.
As you guys traverse back through, you get to the house, you get outside. Before you enter the mansion, is anyone wanting to do anything weird or out of the normal?
I mean, I'm walking around in a dead body already. My weird is covered.
Listen, I wolfed
completely-
out. I wolfed out, and every time Kai wolfs out, he's incredibly hungry. So I need to get some food to me.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
completely bundled back up, hat, scarf, gloves, everything. Like he's
All right.
as anonymous as he can be.
Are
As
you...
is Blake. Blake has got a scarf wrapped around her head and is
Oh,
not
what?
is trying to be
Yeah, we should just move fast
Mysterious.
because I can't do anything about this tail.
When you get to a safe area, are you wanting to use the device on yourself, Sisyphus?
If we can get inside, I will.
Just walk into the mansion.
All right.
Be like, okay, surgery time.
All right,
So-
cool. Plop.
You guys come to a house at a very certain address. Who was it earlier that picked up on
Sherlock isn't
Sherlock's name?
Well, I mean, I
Beef.
mentioned it first, but I think it was me and Foxy that had the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I don't think he's real. I've heard rumors and legends, but Kai doesn't think he's real.
Yeah. So the place that Offie leads you see is 221B Baker Street, and you go in through the front door, and you go up, and it looks like just a normal flat. And then Offie takes you to a bookcase, pulls a book, and
Well, you got pull this book, please.
oh
Thank
yes,
you.
ask someone to pull the book,
Kai would just kind of like push it a bit.
and then
Thank you.
opens up. And let me show you what you see. All right, you guys are now starting into the Victorian Paranormal Society mansion. You can pull. If I pull you over, you won't be big, so let me pull you over.
Notice there's still a tree ant in the backyard.
Oh yes, the tree ant is gone, but there's something else menacing in the garden.
Happening.
Worse.
From what I heard. So let me pull you over. But as you enter, you see a warforged gentleman standing to greet you. Oh, where will you be? You're down up here. You enter up here. This is still too big. It's okay.
We are giants.
There we go.
Large and in charge.
Mr. Bean is just so big in the Sherlock mansion.
We're large and in charge, you know? That's all it's about.
It's canon.
He
fine.
looks at Offie and he says, "Well, Offie, it seems you were successful."
Is that
It's
statue
Marcus, I
talking?
did it! No, it's Marcus, I told you!
I am not statue.
He does everything around here. He bakes and he cleans and he picks up a lot of our messes and he's wonderful, I promise.
Listen, I'm just saying Kai wouldn't know what a warforged is.
Have you a library?
Oh yeah, it's that way.
I just please.
Oh.
Hold one moment.
Am I
And
still the like body, or did we?
I assume you're still in the body, but somehow
I don't want to be in the body anymore.
somehow, of course, Marcus knows it's you.
I would let it just drop and be like, Marcus, it happened. We did it.
Oh, that's gross.
Why did you bring that here?
I'm
in
sorry.
the house.
I'm sorry. It was the mission. We had to find her and figure out how she died, and we didn't want to just leave her because, she should be buried. I can pick it up. I can't pick it up.
She should at least be burned, if not buried.
It's fine. We'll deal with her. And
I can make William do it.
He'll pull some stuff out of his pocket, and he'll hand each of you a new badge. And the badge says Victorian Paranormal Society. And I don't know if the camera will focus on it, but there it is. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it happened.
It looks so good.
I would like to welcome you all to the Victorian Paranormal Society. You have access to everything. As he kind of motions towards the house, please make yourself at home.
God, show me somewhere I can get a nap in.
I thought you wanted to eat.
Sleep first, eating after.
There are plenty of beds. There's a room for everybody. There is a library. Sisyphus and Marcus will kind of point out to where that is to you. You should also have access to the Manor Estate, and if you click on the Manor Estate here, it has all of the rooms and what they do.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
All right. So that is technically the end of our adventure here tonight, but
last question. Does Kai have a regular bed?
You
can.
You can, yes.
All right, because he's gonna request he has just a big pile of hay or a dog bed if it's available. He thinks human beds are weird. Not a big fan personally.
Within a day or so, that can definitely work out.
My man, heavily appreciate.
Sisyphus, I believe you wanted to do something.
Yeah, so I am going to what was the butler's name?
Marcus.
Marcus, would you please follow me? I have questions.
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. And he's going to go down into the downstairs back corner of the library, because there is nobody in the downstairs portion of this library. And he's going to spend about 10 minutes doing some ritual stuff, which I will explain here in a moment. But he's going to perform a ritual and then take the device that he has, and he's going to remove one of his own eyes. Probably the human side. I think he's more fond of the tiefling eye. But he's going to... Do you want me to roll for my eye?
You are willingly taking your own eye out. You can go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to take the eye out. I want to know what it saw.
All right. So, going back to everyone before we get back to that.
Okay.
Everyone, you are now part of the VPS, and you will be designated as so in the Discord, and we'll kind of go over that outside of session.
I did it, Mom!
Thank you all for having a successful mission. Let's see, one last person. There we go. Yes, question?
Hey, Marcus, how come they got badges? I never got a badge.
What
Can
would
you wear
you...
one?
Yes,
No.
that. You're welcome.
Hey, I need my doll back.
I can carry one for you if you would like.
No, actually, I got something, and I'll show everybody. There's a little jewelry box type thing that's like padded in a nice little flannel fabric, and it's just full of little trinkets. And I take the doll, or I have the doll, the locket from it, go back in the jewelry box, and then if I get a badge, I will put the badge in there. And be like, this is kind of my room because I don't sleep and stuff, so this is where I keep all my stuff.
All right.
It's very nice.
So, you're welcome to a badge, of course, if you ever have something to put it on. Back to Sisyphus, you rip out your own eye, and the device whirs up and starts projecting. And you see a very obvious image of a doctor, and very specifically looking over you on a like an operating table, and that is the last image that eye saw. If you give me just, like 2 seconds here, I'll go ahead and do this here.
And you can
And
see his eyeball.
yes, I will show you the image on the eyeball that he ripped out. Now, Sisyphus, which one did you rip out?
The human eye.
All right. So this is the last image that human saw.
Perfect.
Is that Gene Wilder?
That is Gene Wilder. So I think as we discussed too, I know the name. I just needed a confirmation. Because I remember the name from having woken up. But that's all I recalled. Is that right?
Sounds about right.
Okay. So with the ritual I cast, which is called Benign Dismemberment, which allows me to put my limbs back on or appendages or organs unharmed, I'm going to take the eye back out of the device after seeing it and just pop it back in. Once it is reconnected to its tissues, I'm going to look at the butler, which I will never remember his name. I don't know why. Look at Marcus and say, so he's doing his own work, killing his own folks. I want to know, you said I have access to everything in this house.
Correct.
I want everything you've ever had or has ever passed through this building on Victor Frankenstein.
Done.
That name is not one I'm familiar with. Must not be a very well-known doctor yet.
Hopefully he never becomes one.
Possibly he is still young.
Then perhaps you could assist in finding a lead. Point me to a person in this house or a direction somehow. If I can prevent more of me, I will.
Of course. I feel you should speak with Aurora. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Cool.
Wittgenstein is canon!
It happened.
All right. I would like to thank you all for joining tonight's impromptu session of Sherlock Investigations, Windows to Death. As everyone knows, the eyes are the windows to your death. So I have
What was the
been...
windows to your soul?
Nope, it's death. We're lied to.
Yeah, I believe we're lied to. I subscribe to that.
Listen, someone else made up the eyes are the windows to the soul. I made up the eyes are the windows to your death.
And
you
can't prove him wrong, so...
I would also like to thank Proper Nerdy for sending me the inspiration for this episode. This episode was put together by me personally, inspired by an episode of QI. I am Kohlrabi, I have been your GM, and if the players want to go around and introduce themselves for an exit and plug anything they got going on, starting with Niffer.
Hi, hello. I'm NiferNif. I was playing Offie, the ghost. And the next time that you'll see me, I will still be playing Offie the Ghost, actually, because I'll be on Friday night's proper parlor games with some members of the Sherlock crew. And then I'm always here on Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, every other week for our modules week. And I'm also a Jasper's Game Day Ambassador, which is a charity to do with suicide prevention and awareness. So check out them. They're pretty cool people.
Julio, it's everybody's favorite Fox, Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy. If you're looking to find me say funny things and dunk on right wingers on Twitter, you can find me at Young Foxy, YUNG_FOXXII. If you want to see me doing anything roleplay related that's not TPK focused, you can find me at Neon Lights Roleplay. It's the account that I am in chat with on Twitch. You can also find us on Twitter at Neon NC Lights. We play Cyberpunk Red every other Sunday. My character just found out he has a kid, so like that's a thing that we're dealing with as like a plot hook. So if you want to find out more about that, you can totally check that out. Other than that, I'm usually just here on TPK. I'm in Tomb of Annihilation, which is on a break for this next Tuesday, but then we'll be back another 2 weeks after that. I'm in Cold Hands and Warm Hearts, which is every other Wednesday. And since it's Black History Month, I just was talking with Cole about possibly running maybe like some sort of themed Starfinder one shot. So stay tuned for more info on that. And that's really where, that's where you can find me at.
Cold Hands is every other Friday. You said Wednesday.
I said Wednesday. I don't know why I thought Wednesday. Friday is the day.
Yep.
Very nice. Well, my name is JKMadigan, or Mads. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Carlman Turner, or you can find me on Twitch and Discord at JKMadigan. I am rarely a player, so this has been a delight. I played Sisyphus, aka Frankenstein's monster. And you can usually find me every other Saturday, which this Saturday we are running. Foxy and Nifer are both going to be a part of that on the Top Shelf, in which I explore a different tabletop RPG every week. We talk about its system, how it works, trying to find the right tabletop game for you. We're going to play Necronautilus, which is a terrifying endeavor. I am horrified to try to run that system, so it'll be a blast. It's also going to be a charity stream for Black Lives Matter. We all talked about that earlier today, so it's going to be a good time. And beyond that, hopefully you'll find me here a couple more episodes, maybe. Get to explore a little bit more of that. But yeah, it's been a good time. Find me on the Discord. Say hi.
And then it's me, Corndogg McGraw. I am here Wednesdays and Thursdays on, what are we calling? What is it called? Campaign weeks or
Module week?
Module week. Haha. Yep. I'm here Wednesdays and Thursdays those weeks. I'm also here this Friday for the episode of Parlor Games. I'm very excited about that. Where I will once again be playing Blake.
Great.
And it'll be a good time. You can find me everywhere at Corndogg McGraw or Coach Corndogg for all of your, I would say, fitness needs, but it's really not. It's usually me screaming about things or posting pictures of my roommate's dog, who I adore.
All right. I am EG Critical. I played Jormlock Tinker Topper, a relative of some other people that I played before in the Tinker Topper family. That's my story. Don't find me anywhere. Thanks for playing today.
All right. I am not as prepared as I should have been. Let's see if we have anyone to raid.
Still love you.
We will be back with Sherlock Investigations on the 15th. It seems like a lot of people are really intrigued by the lore that was just dropped, but the lore train don't stop.
So loud.
What?
They're already
yes.
loud.
Yes, the lore train don't stop. So I am the worst kind of person, and if you want to know the full story, you have to watch every episode. So there are technically episodes in Sherlock Investigations that were before the campaign officially started, and there are references and key details in those episodes if you've never watched them. including ones that were started all the way back during our 14 days of Halloween that were just referenced today. So, we are going to throw